So, hey guys, so this is the first ever podcast on my channel. So, I'm here with Mahek, and great to have her here. So, you might know her as on Instagram as Fit with Mahek. So, that's her Instagram ID. You might know her from there, and you might recognize her from watching her. You must be watching her videos, right? So, basically, uh, if I need to talk about Mahek a little bit, again, I know her through her Instagram and everything, right? The content she puts out. So basically, she's a jewelry designer. That's what I know, and
Yeah,
a jewelry designer by profession. But people know her for influencing and helping out, and inspiring people with their health and fitness. So that's what people know her for. But again, her profession is jewelry designer, but again, she's not known for that. That's quite an interesting thing about her. And yeah, let's read her bio anyways. Let's read your bio. Okay.
let me hear my bio. Chalo.
Yeah, so first time for me. Most probably आपने भी, you might also be listening to this first time. I don't. So lifestyle
Yeah, that's
coach.
good to be fun.
Yeah, lifestyle coach. If you have to exercise to regulate your weight, it simply means your food is wrong. Well said. And then jewelry designer, then her Instagram for that, and then her YouTube link. So that was her bio. So I am saying a lot. Again, I would like now you to tell me about yourself, introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amol. Firstly, for choosing me to be on your podcast. Believe me, it's a huge honor. So, yes, I am just a fitness enthusiast. I am not a professional certified trainer or a professional certified nutritionist. And, it's not that somebody knows more than me or I know more than somebody. That is not the aim on this social media page for me. For me, it is all about acquiring knowledge and also spreading that same knowledge to whoever requires it. Right. And I think you, like you said, that you met me through my Instagram page. And when I started following you, you were this little, sparking kid that I was like, ye bacche mein dum hai. That was my first statement I made about you to my husband when I started watching your videos that you put out. Those one-liners by you were on point. And coming to why I am into this today, like you mentioned, I am a jewelry designer. Yes, by profession, I am a fashion jewelry designer. I used to run my business from a retail store. I had a store in Bandra. And due to the pandemic and the lockdown issues, I shut my store, but I still continue my business from home. But that being my profession, what is my passion? Well, fitness is my passion. And what got me to be a fitness enthusiast or passionate about fitness is my own health, right? So वो कहते हैं ना जब तक खुद पे नहीं आन पड़ती तब तक आप कुछ नहीं करोगे, right? You need
Yeah,
to get a kick in your butt so that you get up and do something about it.
sure.
So that is exactly what happened with me in my fitness journey. I needed to transform myself, my health. At age 23, I was looking like a 45-year-old. So there was definitely some kind of internals that really needed to be fixed. Although I was on my markers, I had never been unhealthy, never had diabetes or any such issues that would have brought me to this drastic change. But yes, looking at the way conventional wisdom has been going on for years, that the common saying, na, okay, keep exercising to lose weight. That is
Yeah.
something even I, as a lay person, have been following for years. If I had to tell you this, you will really laugh. I would go to the gym for 4 hours. I would be working out for 4 long hours, and I'd step down and buy a vada pav or buy an upma and a poha, from those roadside ladies sitting there. And I swear to God, I am not even ashamed to put this out on social media today through your podcast, simply because we need to let the truth out. This is what each
Sure.
one of us have been going through in our daily lives. We're just convincing ourselves that if we exercise, we will lose the weight. We
Yes.
never correct our nutrition. We are blaming the wrong enemy. So, exercise has got nothing to do with your weight loss. Exercise has always been for performance, which I learned much later in my life
Yes.
at the age of almost 43, 42. And that is the reason my tagline on Instagram is the quote by Sir Tim Noakes: if you have to exercise to control or regulate your weight, it simply means your food is wrong.
Yes, yes. I have seen, actually, I have seen it's from, I guess, the case which he was,
Yes, the case which he
yeah,
was fighting for
yeah.
his, yeah, when he
So
was,
I have seen his modules on that. I have heard it.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
And that is the line that actually fitted my scenario when I was trying to lose weight. It just never happened for 15 years, exercising, doing everything possible, but I never fixed my nutrition. I used to take 8 meals a day, starting from 7 a.m. to almost midnight. That's how I used to be eating. And now, when I sit to recognize why those issues have happened, it's again because of the wrong or the incorrect ways of eating, which now with time we have corrected. Another very important thing here is the time factor. See, we don't realize that every body is going to be damaged in a different way.
yeah,
So people come up to me and say, "Oh, you have this fab body and we want a body like you." I said, "You cannot have a body like me because I couldn't have a body like somebody. I
yes.
have
That's the
been
truth.
damaged, Hannah. I have been damaged in a certain way, and you have been damaged in a certain way. So
Hmm.
each one's repair is going to be different, right? And I think even you have been putting out this message across to people that fat loss is not a magic, it doesn't happen
Yeah,
overnight, right? I think you are agreeing to me on this part, that
obviously.
it is always correct nutrition which will help. So I'll give you a fine example. My own husband, he has been 93 kilos 3 years back. And then when I started intermittent fasting, we both started intermittent fasting at the same time. But having said that, he happened to lose 16 kilos in a span of 1.5 years, right? I lost 15 kilos in a span of 4 years.
Now me, I I lost 10 kgs in a span of 23 days.
Okay, that
Yeah.
itself goes to prove, right?
Yep.
That itself. For
And
23
without
days,
intermittent fasting.
absolutely, absolutely. So the bottom line is whatever works for you.
Yeah, and it also depends on, like, what we think is that if you do this, if you follow this protocol, you are going to get this results. But
Correct,
again, it depends on how young, what's your age,
correct.
how,
Genetic factors.
yeah, genetic factor. Like, again, genetic factor is something which is very negligible.
It
But
is
with that said, when I said that I lost 10 kgs in span of 23 days, so
right.
this 10 kgs might be the excess inflammation which I was carrying, the
Absolutely.
excess water weight, bloating,
Correct.
body
Correct.
fat. And
Yes.
again, it is a, I said kgs, I didn't say this much kg of body fat. So
Yes. Correct. We
that
always
is,
calculate the scale amount.
yeah. So again, when I did this, I was 19 years of age basically.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
I'm 21. So again,
Yes.
a
The
person,
age factor counts.
yeah,
How
yeah. So
young you are, the metabolism will work faster. So for us, it was much delayed because we were up 40s already.
hmm,
So that time factor people are not considering. So somebody comes to me, acha, 3 months ka plan, give me a 3 months plan. Tell me how many kgs I will lose by the end of 3 months. I said, boss, this is not some fan that you are buying and I'm going to write you a guarantee card for 3 months that you can, after 3 months, there is no warranty service on this. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Each one has been damaged in a different way. And most importantly, I always say, let's talk about health gain, because of which your weight loss will be a byproduct. Stop
yes.
focusing on the weight loss and start focusing on health gain. So another factor here is the weight on the weighing scale. I see people checking their weight every single day.
Yes,
You
that's
know?
the thing. One my client. So again, not specifying name and everything, but
Yeah.
I have to have counsel. Like, I have counseled them a lot and on this thing that
Hmm.
please do not go with the weighing scale, because the thing is, if you are weighing, let's suppose 80 kgs, and
Right.
once you start weight training,
Correct.
and
Your muscle is going to
once,
build.
yeah, you are going to build your lean body mass, basically
Correct.
muscles.
Yeah.
And when that's going to happen, your weight might increase in the sense that your body fat is decreasing, but with
Correct.
that,
Muscle
muscles
weight.
are going to increase again.
Correct.
This is generally applicable for those who just start weight training, because as we,
Yes.
in the slang terms, as we say, they get something called as newbie gains.
New begins. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
again, if the person is shedding of fat, but with that
Correct.
also, with the training and everything, he's gaining muscle.
Muscle.
Yeah, so with the correct nutrition and training, what's
Correct.
happening is the scale is going up. But
Correct.
when they see the scale, they are getting so
They're saying your
confused.
plan doesn't work. Yes.
Yeah, अरे तुम्हारा प्लान तो वर्क कर ही नहीं रहा है, व्हाट इज दिस, तुमको मैंने इतना पैसा दिया एंड ऑल दैट, लाइक I've heard it, like
Yeah.
even the best of the best guys are going to
Yes. Yes.
say it to you, like the
Yes.
testers
Absolutely
and the
agree.
brands.
Absolutely agree. So
Then
that's the role where you and me have to play.
yeah, then literally you have to counsel them for hours. Then
Yeah.
fortunately, the clients which I'm training, so they don't see the scale. It
Right. Right.
doesn't
Good.
occur to them. So basically,
Good.
what they are focusing right now, which they should, is on their health, how they feel, how is the
Absolutely.
training going on, are they
Yes.
progressing in their lifts,
Yes.
right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
So that's what I think people should
Focus on.
focus on.
But yeah, I guess it's like, I think it's just a general human nature that the first thing we look at is the scale. Again, even water weight for that matter. People drink water and they get onto the scale. Of course, it's going to increase. I always tell them your organs are not going to increase in weight. So remember, when you stand on a scale, you are measuring not body fat percentage. You are measuring the overall weight of everything inside your body, which includes tissues, muscles, organ weight, brain weight, everything. So don't come to a conclusion agar weight is going up. We all know that our body has this set point where it's going to come and it's going to break through at that weight. So, like for example, go ahead.
And with that also, the muscle mass, again,
Hmm.
if you see, muscles is mainly comprised of water, like there is a
Absolutely.
lot of water. So again,
Yes.
that water weight should be taken into consideration, but again, people are not going to,
Yes.
because they
But
don't know.
they don't know. So yeah, so they don't know. So education, that's the role of you and me today. What we are doing on social media is educating people. It's
So,
very, yeah,
as you said that, again, you started your journey because of what, like your personal experience with
yes,
everything.
yes,
You did it for yourself.
yes.
So right now, I think, let me just pull up the number. So you have like 8,149 posts on your
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
So what motivates you in the morning to put out posts, and what motivates you to put out content over there? So that
Yeah.
is what I would like to know.
Um, See, the thing is, when I started my journey, I didn't really have help. I had people put me down, right? Because obviously, people like to see you when you are at their level, when you are unfit, when you are sick, when you eat the way they eat. They love it. They love it. I'm not
Yeah,
putting anybody down here. I'm just explaining to you what I went through.
that's what it is basically.
And that is the truth. So I
It's a
really
fact.
don't, feel, yeah, it's a fact. And I'm very happy about portraying the fact, whether it's through my post every day on social media. There are a lot of posts, if you see, I get trolled upon. A lot of them. But that is my motivation. So that is actually what brings me back to keep, putting out the truth. See, the point is, even if you are a single person in minority, and if you're talking the truth, it still counts because the truth is still never going to change. So it doesn't matter who says what. You are your own motivation. You need to come out there. See, something has triggered you that made you change or got this change in you. So why not, make people aware of it? I have a lot of people who tell me, oh, you don't need to share your journey. You should not be sharing your journey. You should not tell people how you lost weight or how you became healthy. And I'm like, why shouldn't I? If I
Yeah,
don't do it,
you were just showing off. You were just showing off. Don't show off
hey,
your
oh,
body.
I'm just showing off. I'm just showing off. Absolutely. Well, the point is, if I'm showing off and if my show off can help somebody get better or get healthier, I'll take it as a compliment.
Yes,
Anna?
yes.
So tell me what motivated you to do what you did, losing your 10 kgs in 23 days? That's something
So
I heard for the first time.
yeah, so basically, like I was always into fitness, as in
Right.
I was into sports actually. So after my 10th, I
Uh-huh.
gained a lot of weight. Like I was
Oh,
900 kgs. I touched 100 kgs basically.
okay. Okay.
Then I had it in me. I have to change. Like my
Right, right,
sports
right.
teacher, I talked to him. Yeah, I have to change. He also said to me, "अमो कुछ तो काय तरी करायला पाहिजे आता."
Ha.
So I was like, okay, so देखते हैं क्या करेंगे. So then I trained, okay,
Yeah.
with coaches for athletics. So again,
Okay.
with that, doing that, I lost. Again, here is not where the 10 kgs comes in. This is
Correct.
2 years, 3 years prior that. So I
Yeah.
lost weight. Basically,
Mm.
I came down, like I trained, and the things which happened became unconscious things. Like I never knew I'm doing this, that. I was just doing like how people just start doing something, they make a
Right.
change.
To make a
Even
change.
if they make small change, like they
It's fine.
train, they if they are going to exercise, they're going to eat cleaner a little bit,
Correct. Yes. Yes.
even though it is
Small
high
changes.
carbohydrates. But again, there are changes. And
Yeah.
with that said, I saw this YouTuber, again not disclosing any names, but
Yeah.
I saw him, and this guy was sharing that he was telling about uh, protein and fat.
Right.
Basically, protein खाना चाहिए ज़्यादा,
Ha.
कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स क्यों खा रहे हो, इट विल मेक यू
Yeah.
फैट,
Right.
एंड उसके जगह फैट खाओ. मैं ये डाइट
Correct.
करता हूँ. एंड ही हैड डन द कोर्स फ्रॉम K11, so I know him
Okay.
from there.
Yeah.
So, and a big YouTube guy. So I'll tell you his name actually. So have you seen Rohit Khatri Fitness?
No, I haven't.
He's a
I'll check it.
like people might know. So again, you don't need to check it, but again, the thing is that his I don't agree with what he says a lot, because he's,
Okay.
again, you can say that he's the stereotype bodybuilder who
Oh,
is.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
So what happened is that he started preaching this because उसने भी नया नया course किया था, and I applied that thing. I got result.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, he also got into controversy with other people because he did some jhagdas.
Right.
Other fitness wale top people, bodybuilders, who were like
Yeah. Yeah.
how carbs how. So
Yeah.
then that happened, and then I did this. Then my coach, again, I have like I don't have a good relationship with him. But again, with that said, because he was like, eat this, eat that, I was blindly following him without
Okay. Okay.
then he told me that you are doing this game which is hammer throw,
Okay.
so you need to gain weight, and it's
Wait, huh?
not his fault, because anyone who will
That's
say, you need to gain weight for a strength sport.
for strength sports. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gained weight. Went up to 94 kgs something.
Wow.
And that time I was, and it's easy to go up in weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, and I was having good amount of muscles also. With that said,
Hmm.
my poundages were good. I was deadlifting like 150 kgs at that time
Wow.
with that body fat also.
Right. Right.
And then what happened is that I was doing K11 diploma in personal training course,
Hmm.
basically. So in that there was a lecture of Kezat sir on nutrition, and I was not a nutrition student, but I asked him, like I messaged the faculty, can I go for the lecture?
Attend the class. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a 10-hour lecture actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I went there, I sat there for the lecture. So there were two lectures in the span of like 1 month, 20 days, some 23 days
Okay.
or something. So I went for the first lecture. I think he'll remember this if he like sees this someday.
Podcast. Yeah.
So yeah, so what happened is when I went for the first lecture, you can say I was fat. I was fat.
Right.
And then I heard him, like, the thing is that I was into that I need to do this fat protein diet and
Diet.
what
Yeah.
not, this keto thing and whatnot,
Yeah.
low
Yeah.
carb. So पहले lecture बैठ लेता हूँ, पहले I'll see what Kajat sir has to say. Then
Right.
I'll decide. Then I'll go,
Hmm.
like, because I don't know enough, right? Then I cleared my doubt, a lot of them in the lecture ki if I
Right.
want to do this, because he knew that I am a DPT student, so
Right.
I'm not doing the course. But again, I wanted to apply.
Apply.
Then I applied. Then in 1 month or so, as I said, 23 days, I lost the weight. After that 1 month, I went for another lecture of his.
Okay.
Then he was surprised that, oh, like,
फिर से
you
आ
have
गया.
you have leaned out. You have leaned out. Yeah. So
You applied whatever I taught you.
yeah, like he didn't say that. He just said he was not surprised. Obviously,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
said he said, I think he said it to his wife Kalyani ma'am.
Huh.
So she said me when I went to their office after some time, "Kina, oh, you have leaned out and everything. You are lean." And so like that is when that weight change happened. But it was
Yes.
because I, you know, whatever I did learn, I applied it as soon as possible. Because
True.
the thing is that even I say this every time on my Instagram, that if you even start doing what I am preaching on Instagram, basically what
Correct.
I'm putting out, content I'm putting
Correct.
out, if you start doing that, you are going to get results. Like you are
100%.
going to change yourself. And then the thing is that people still don't change because they don't want to do it.
That's the point.
And it's about the attitude actually. Like I had that attitude ki mujhe change karna hai. So I was always in search of new things to improve myself. Like
True.
I used to follow Dave Asprey at that time.
Yes, yes.
So again, listening to him, I was like, I want to improve myself, and I want to learn how to improve human performance. Utna hi.
Performance, yeah.
So
Right,
that's
right,
why
right.
I learned all this, and I'm still learning. So that's
Yes.
how wo keda ghus gaya, and I
Yeah.
started doing like what I'm doing.
What you're doing right now. It's a
Yeah.
calling. It's a calling that you got from inside, and that is the calling what you and me can't force somebody. So it always has to come from within. So they say, na, when you want to heal somebody, you need to first ask that person whether they really want to be healed.
Hmm. You
That's very important.
it's like I've heard this from this is a sales guy, not a sales guy, you can say. He teaches how to sell. So his name
Okay.
is Dan Locke. He's on YouTube,
Okay.
you can see it.
I'll check it
So
out.
this guy, what he says is ki I'm not in the business of making losers into winners. I'm in
Correct.
the business of uh, making winners win more. So
Absolutely.
basically, you possibly cannot help a person who doesn't wants to be helped. You can only help
Absolutely.
those who are want, like, when a person wants to be helped, basically when a person wants to win, or when a winner wants to win, you just need to just nudge
That
him.
little push is, yeah, the
Yeah,
little push is important. That's all.
yeah. So you just need to tell him that's the way, and he'll do
That's
it.
the,
He'll learn everything what is there to learn. He doesn't even
abs-
need you. He just needs you to tell him that, yeah, this is the way, this is the right thing to do,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
they do it. But on the other hand, you cannot, like, you can, but it takes so much effort, Kina.
Yes, yes.
If
Sometimes you also lose hope.
Yeah, because see, like recently I have been, like, I do strategy calls, so to call on my like Instagram bio, people book calls. I have a call
Right, right.
tomorrow also. So
Yes, I've seen on your Instagram.
every week, like, I have certain number of book scheduled calls. I speak to
Schedule there.
people, basically prospecting to get them to buy my services. So
Correct, correct,
that's the funnel which I have.
correct.
But I come across a lot of people who do not want to invest in themselves, and that's not
Okay.
about, like, uh, you can say ki they want to make a change, but they're not willing to do what it's needed, basically.
What is needed? Yes.
And money is never the factor. I've learned this the
Yes, money is
uh,
never the factor. We
because
have 100 of excuses.
yeah, because you can arrange money from anywhere. Again, people
Correct.
might disagree, people might get offended, but
Hmm.
the thing is, the truth is that if you need, like, I put it this way, like when you're a kid, you want this toy, you want that thing, you get
You'll
it.
make sure you get it. Yeah, yeah. You
You make sure
cry,
you get
you'll
it.
crumble about it to your
And
parents, but you'll
and
get it.
I still used to do that when I grew up. Basically, if I want to get the shoes, I'm
Huh.
going to do everything possible. I'm going
Everything.
to make sure,
I
I
get
get
it.
this thing,
That's the
basically.
point. That's the inner calling that is required.
And then again, people don't want to do that. Again, the money is not the factor, but they just don't see it as a priority, right?
Yes. And also comfort zone. So you tell somebody ke roti mat khao, and they'll be like, "Are you're putting me on a diet." So I don't know if you watched this a couple of weeks ago. I saw Kezad sir one episode with fitness with Praneek, I think.
Run it.
Pranit, yeah, fantastic guy. And there was this session where Kezad sir told him that if I tell somebody ke don't eat roti for 2 months and I'll give you 1 crore.
Yes, they will do
Yeah,
it.
I think, yeah, you'll do it.
Yeah,
And
I
in the
saw that.
bargain, the guy will ask, okay, that sir, but if I leave rice, can I get another 2 crores? So there is some kind of a initiative that they're expecting all the time कि आप मुझे कुछ दो तो मैं ये करता हूँ. अरे भाई
Hmm.
क्यों, आप तो अपनी हेल्थ के लिए कर रहे हो, मुझ पे कोई मेहरबानी नहीं कर रहे हो.
And top of that, like, if you see, if you just do that thing, like if you make your nutrition right and you
Yeah,
work out
yeah,
everything, you are going to improve your performance, you are going to improve your quality of life, which
yes,
will indeed improve what you are doing in your, like, for your living.
day to day,
Basically,
yes,
if
yes,
suppose you are a jewelry designer,
right,
and if you are on correct nutrition, if you are on a workout regime, you are
correct,
going to be energized for the day,
absolutely,
and you
hmm.
are going to, your brain, like your cognition is going to get far
Much
more
better,
better, 10x
yeah,
better. And
yeah,
then you are going to be a far more better jewelry designer
absolutely,
at the end of the day. And
absolutely,
when that happens, what's going to happen? Tell me. You're going to make more money, right?
absolutely.
So
Yeah, so that's a fantastic thing that you said. And you having said that, let me connect with what exactly made me come into this fitness transformation, because that is where I got my hit. So, 2 years back in 2018, I remember we had this medical checkup where our community usually organizes this medical checkup for us, and we get it at a discounted rate. So, Leelavati usually offers this at a pretty high price for that, that health package जो उनका होता है, full day you need to spend at the hospital, then they'll get all the checkup and everything done. And I had enrolled for that along with my husband. When I went there and I did the checkup, that is the time when I had no idea about intermittent fasting. I was not doing anything, just regular workout and, eating whatever crappy stuff. And when I did the markers, everything was fine. I was not diabetic or pre diabetic. The only thing that triggered my reports was a slight elevation on the LDL level, right? So it was a marker of 150, that was the cutoff, and I was 163, which is now I know it's not at all high. 163 is not a high LDL. I was being advised to immediately see a cardiologist, which I did out of fear, because obviously at that time I had no knowledge about nutrition, no knowledge about intermittent fasting. So I saw the cardiologist and he immediately put me on a statin. Okay? I had no clue about what a statin is. All I knew was it was a cholesterol lowering drug because my LDL was showing slightly high. And I wouldn't blame that because I was obviously eating all garbage at that time. I was eating totally carb meals and stuff like that. But having said that, again, LDL was not that high. He put me on a I don't remember the name, Rosavelt or yeah, something with
yeah,
R.
yeah, I know. I think my grandfather was on
Yeah,
that drug.
most of the cholesterol drugs are starting with that name, Rosa something, whatever. Anyway, so I took that drug for about 5 months. And that was the time I was running my business, my store. And you won't believe, I used to go to my store, I would be snapping at my clients, you know, and I lost a lot of business because of that. I was very irritated. I remember my husband was telling me after a month that I was on that statin, he said, looks like you have your periods every day. You're so irritated all the time, you're snapping. And I was constantly eating sandwiches, bread, roti, constantly.
Yeah.
In a span of 4 months with that statin, I put on 16 kilos. Yeah. My mind was bonkers. I couldn't think anything. My vision had become blur. I could see everything. जैसे मुझे number आ गया है.
Hmm.
It was so bad. So for
There is no
4 to 5 months,
brain
there
fog.
is no focus. There is absolutely brain fog. And that is the time when I spoke to my mentor at the gym, Kamlesh Asavle. He has been an ex-faculty at K11. I'm sure you would know him.
Yeah.
So so he is a trainer at I think Fitness. He is a freelancer, and we have had some couple of YouTube videos also together on his channel. So I had a word with him because we apparently connected a lot on common topics on nutrition, and I was just getting to know him. And that is when I went and I asked him. I said, "So I'm feeling these couple of symptoms along with my weight gain, and I don't feel like coming to the gym anymore. I just hate to come to the gym." So he actually, I remember he was having coffee and he put down the cup and he told me, "Sit down here and tell me if these are the symptoms you are feeling because you're taking the statin." Every symptom that he mentioned was happening to me at that time. And he just told me one thing. He said, "Mahek, go back home and thrash that drug that you are taking." I said, "Sir, I cannot because the cardiologist has said if I stop this cholesterol lowering drug, I might, face consequences for which he will not be responsible." So he told me, "If you continue having those medicines, you are going to be responsible for your own death."
Hmm.
And I remember that was the day, June 18, 2018. I went back and I trashed off that drug. And he taught me how to start intermittent fasting. He was the one who actually introduced this fatty protein lifestyle into my life. And I started to change things. And it's been 2018 to right now that you see whatever I am. So that is the trigger that I had, and that you say now, what is it that motivates me? My own journey has motivated me to help people when I was not helped.
Yeah, yeah. You just need someone to tell you, like,
Yeah,
again. And that's what you are actually doing. You are telling people that what's the reality.
what's
And
the
again, it's like people want it or not, it's their choice.
I always leave it to their choice. It's never a force. I will never tell somebody, come follow what I am following. Or I just say, this is the right thing or this is the wrong thing. Use your mind, use your analogy, use your brains and see how you want to apply it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, this again, when I was, so-called dieting
Yeah.
before the correct nutrition.
Don't they call you dieting now also? Don't they say you're still dieting? Because anybody who doesn't eat carbs
Yeah,
apparently is still
it's
dieting.
dieting. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I like, again, I have not had my dinner
Huh.
actually right now. I'll have it
Okay.
afterwards. So
Okay.
you might hear some, oh, plates ka awaaz. so so on when I was doing this so-called dieting, so obviously I wasn't doing what people would consider dieting. I was on the Indian standard diet, so-called.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I was
Conventional.
in I was in a caloric deficit.
Okay. Okay.
And the thing is that I never like liked it, the caloric deficit part, because
Yeah.
who the hell wants to count
Count.
calories? Like, if the thing is that when I talk to prospects right now, and they'll always
Right.
come up with that I'm eating this much calories, eating that much
Yes.
calories,
Yes.
and those things go from here or इधर से निकल जाता है वो मेरे. It's like,
इधर तक भी नहीं आएगा.
हाँ, इधर तक भी नहीं आता एक्चुअली. लाइक, when मैं इतना कैलोरीज खाता हूँ, उतना कैलोरीज खाता हूँ, इसमें इतना रहता है ना. इफ दे आस्क मी, आई डोंट नो, आई डोंट नो.
Yeah. I don't
and
know.
and that's like, but you are a nutritionist, right? You should
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Then, like, it confuses me actually. Like, I have to tell them, I have to explain them, and then the full session goes into that. So
Yes.
this Indian standard diet, so you must be obviously knowing about it. Now again, I'm putting it as Indian standard diet because
Yeah.
to like to like
Simplify
simplarize
it.
the simplify
Yeah.
it. Like, people know the American standard diet,
Yeah.
so
The
it's
American
called
standard.
the
This is the
Indian
Indian
diet.
standard. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you think about that actually? Like, you can like, what do you think it is missing, and what do you think it should not have? What
Well,
is the
Indian
ideal thing?
Indian standard diet is forget about missing. मिसिंग तो बाद में आएगा, पहले तो जो ओवर, हाँ, जो ओवरडोज हो रहा है ना उसकी बात करते हैं। मिसिंग को तो हम लोग बाद में रिप्लेस कर देंगे।
Yes, yes,
But we are constantly eating over 500 grams of carbohydrate in every
yes.
meal.
I have my fitness pal of that time. I was consuming over a 500 uh, grams of
Grams.
carbs,
Yeah.
and I was working out twice a day, and I
Wow.
was consuming that much, and I was gaining weight.
Okay.
And I remember now, when I remember eating oats in
Yeah.
with
Oats are
sweetened
healthy.
with sugar, and it's like when I remember what I was eating,
Correct.
I feel like puking. Like,
Correct.
who the
Correct.
hell can eat that thing?
Right.
And
But see, that
again,
is because you have learned now.
but the thing is, it is so sweet. Like people, like what I used to do is I used to make the oats in milk.
Yeah.
Maybe sugar to sweeten it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, and it used to become so sweet. And I remember I had to force it down my throat, because
Right.
after a time you can't eat that much sweet.
You can't. Yeah. 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 Brain is like all boggled up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, again, again, the oats thing is like people consider it to be healthy.
There are a lot of such things. So you see quinoa, couscous, oats. Now there is a new trend of the nut milks.
Yeah, almond
Yeah.
milk.
Almond milk,
I
coconut.
have a
I drink my almond milk. And I always tell people, ask your grandmother and grandfather whether they ever had almond milk. So any such thing, people come up to me now, can I have this? Can I have this? I said, why are you
high
asking me?
oxalate milk.
I oxalate milk. Yeah. I said, ask your grandmother, grandfather if they had it. If they had it, you can have it.
Yes.
So it's a lot of misinformation that's been given by food industry and of course by dietitians. And I know after this podcast I'm going to get a lot of hatred also, but that's totally
Me
fine.
too.
Yeah, yeah, we both of us. And this is the reason why I love you. I really, really respect you. You're that little sparkling kid, that will just throw that one line. And I also tell my husband, like even Anandi for that matter, I'm not sure if you are
Yeah, yeah, I
following
know,
her.
I know. I'm
She is
going to have
another.
her on.
Oh my God, you have had to have her on the session. She's this one
I'm
little
a
girl
big
like a
list, don't
bomb.
worry.
Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, there's a lot of misinformation, and every single day, Amog, it's a pledge that you and me would take to put out information that is correct.
Yeah,
How people want to apply it, how they want to use it. It's not about the money. So I'm sure today, if somebody comes to you and says, "I don't have the money," can you still help me? Well, see, you will always see कि बंदे में कितना drive है,
yeah, I do it all the time actually.
right? That's what it is. It's not about the money. मुझे तुम बताओ कि you are ready for a change, and I am there to walk with you,
Hmm.
right?
But the thing is that when what I've noticed is that
Yeah.
when you like what I actually I've stopped doing this, that
Right.
helping people for free.
Right.
Like, I was very passionate in helping people for free,
Correct.
but what I
Correct.
understood is that it is like it takes away so much from my time. Again, i
Absolutely.
i am there for people to help them. I love to
Yes.
teach, but
Yes.
with that said, when like when the person who wants to who wants the diet plan and all that is
Right.
not willing to like show respect to the time which I am
Absolutely.
invest. It's not, see, the thing
Absolutely.
is, the consultations which I do, like if I
Yeah.
tell you about that, so it's not the piece of paper.
No, no, no.
If I give you like a person, like you are a prospect, so if I
Right.
give you a diet plan, a paper with
Yeah.
all your requirements, kitna gram protein, kitni
Correct. Correct.
calories,
Correct.
what
Correct.
not, how to eat, when to eat, what supplements
Correct.
to take,
Yeah.
thing is going to happen. Kuch nahi,
Yeah.
that paper is
Kuch
going to
nahi.
be just a piece of paper.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
the only thing which makes that paper a gold paper, like
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
different thing,
Yeah.
a high ticket
Yes.
service,
Or magical pill for their
yeah,
weight loss.
yeah, is the counseling which happens after that.
Yeah.
So i remember I have counseled a client for like for days. I can't even track the time. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
and every session it's like Mahabharat suna unko. And then after that recommend them books. And then if again, the thing is that luckily there are, I don't refer to clinical trials and studies, I refer to physiology.
Physiology, yeah.
Human physiology is what is like, again, you can't go wrong when you go with physiology. The
Yes.
papers and the studies can be flawed,
Can be flawed, yes.
they can be bought by the sugar industry and everything.
Correct, correct, correct.
So again, there are some studies when the person is like, yeah, sometimes you have to ye, this is the paper, see, ye
Yeah,
hai,
yeah,
this is the
yeah.
evidence.
Evidence.
Then,
Everybody wants evidence, yeah.
and then show them the physiology, this happens in
Yeah,
the body and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you have to do it 1,000 times, then it happens, then it strikes them that okay, this is right. And
This
when
is
they
right.
see results, because when I am counseling, it's like a total headache to me. Not a headache when the person is willing to
It's a
learn.
lot of effort.
Yeah, because I have to keep on like not shouting but putting the information on their
Yeah,
mind, and then
yeah,
they take steps, and then when
correct.
they see the change, it, like you can say, it takes a certain amount of time to make the person, what do we say, oh, atmanirbhar,
Ha,
self
independent,
reliant, self reliant, independent. Okay,
independent.
it takes certain time. Then after the person is on autopilot, you don't need to tell them
Then
again.
you don't.
You can, like, sometimes, just nudge
Yeah.
them.
हाँ थोड़ा सा help हो गया, that's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah. But see, that is not the goal of dietitians today, right? That is the
Yeah,
reason that's what is making
the
you and me different.
the goal is of the dietitians today, that is what I think, actually, my
Yeah.
opinion. Okay,
Yeah. Let's see your
so
opinion.
the goal is to give a diet plan and take uska fees, 2000, तीन
Perfect.
हजार छोटा
Perfect.
मोटा फीस लो, and then, like, it's like,
एंड
if
वो
the
डाइट
people
प्लान
are
को थोड़ा
come,
थोड़ा ट्वीक ट्वीक करते रहो बस 2 2 महीने से.
ट्वीट करते रहो, और
थोड़ा
उसके
यहाँ
भी
से
पैसे लो
कैलोरी
थोड़े
निकाल.
थोड़े,
हाँ. या
हर
या
सेशन के पैसे.
या
And the thing is that if the person doesn't get results,
करेक्ट. He's going to go away, but he's given the money, right?
तुमने फॉलो नहीं किया, इट्स नॉट माई
हाँ.
फॉल्ट, आई
हाँ.
गेव यू द डाइट,
Yes. 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 Yes.
I gave you the diet, can't you see?
Yes. Yes.
Were you eating this much calories? नहीं ना.
Yes.
Okay, you cheated, हाँ, इसके लिए,
हाँ.
that's the
That's the
problem.
problem. So that's
Not
the
my
problem.
fault, not my fault.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that is
No wonder we have so many dietitians today.
yeah, and again, not to blame them, because they are
No,
taught
no.
that way.
They're taught that way. Yes, absolutely. And I would totally agree because I did have a chat with a couple of dietitians who have passed out from nutrition school, and they themselves have admitted that we have been taught this way. What
Hmm.
you are speaking or what other influencers are
Education
speaking is
system.
an education system. It's been taught wrong. So when it's taught wrong, it's not their fault.
And the thing is, every time, like, even if people have who have guts to talk about what we are talking, they
Yeah,
will sugarcoat it, actually. you
yeah,
know
yeah,
they will
yeah,
present it in certain such a way that no
yeah.
one should be
Comfort
offended.
zone. Comfort zone मेरा.
Comfort zone,
Yes.
like, ऐसा बोलो कि ना, मैसेज,
बुरा भी ना लगे, हाँ पहुंच जाए.
हाँ हाँ वैसा, but that sometimes doesn't work, because then that changes the meaning of the sentence
Meaning
which
of,
they are
yeah,
talking about.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
And when you and me are talking, like, so contradicting things, like
Yes, because
straight up
we are the
statements,
black sheep.
yeah, then it sounds like, अरे,
क्या बात कर रहा है ये,
but
पागल हो गया.
हाँ, then it's like थोड़ा देर के लिए वो लोग म्यूट हो जाते.
हाँ म्यूट हो जाए एंड बहुत सारे अनफॉलो भी हो जाते हैं. सो आई विल टेल यू, whenever I put up a post on fruit, whenever I put up a post,
10
my
अनफॉलो.
my following will start dipping.
शेयर मार्केट नीचे.
हाँ. I have always noticed this. I said यार ये फ्रूट है ना बड़ा इमोशनल टॉपिक है यार, चल एक आधा. See, I am here to tell you the truth, boss. तू कितने भी बार मेरे को बोल ले, truth is going to remain the truth. अगर fruit is going to convert to sugar,
I
कोई
lost you.
आके उसको change नहीं.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Hello,
Check my speaker.
I
Continue.
can hear you.
Yeah, now it's
I
okay.
can hear you.
Now it's okay. Now
Yeah.
it's okay.
So whenever I put up a fruit post, it's a troll. It's a massive troll, and a couple of them I do see that they are just doing it for attention. But if there's a genuine question on it, I will definitely love to answer. And again, everything is backed up
Yeah,
with science. See, you and me are not talking anything from our opinion. I was somebody who would eat 6 fruits a day, right? But I've seen that it does cause issues. It does give you weight gain. It has sugar. You cannot ignore it. So it's like saying, oh, you know what, fruits are so healthy because they come with vitamins and minerals. मैंने कहा इतना तुमको कौन सी पड़ी है vitamins and minerals की, तो real खाना खाओ, you know, और real खाना खाओ, उसमें sugar नहीं होगा, vitamins minerals तो तुमको वैसे भी मिलने वाला है.
Hmm.
Why do you need to eat certain things which have sugars loaded along with it, which are going to give you other metabolic issues? Okay, vitamins and minerals, it's going to give you, I'm not saying no. Take supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat red meat. Take it from your plants. So if you're a
Red meat.
vegetarian, from
No,
your
no,
paneer.
no.
Oh yeah, red meat. I'm so sorry. Red meat gives what? Heart disease. Sorry, sorry. Yeah.
Carcinogenic.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It rots in the gut. Do you know
Yeah.
that? Red meat rots in the gut. I'm like, oh God, our ancestors would have died right there, and you and me would not be alive today. So I'm currently reading the Carnivore Code, and it's like my husband's like, "Oh my God! After you're reading this book, you're just eliminating everything from the house, yeah?
Yeah, but
No plants,
with
no almonds."
that said, like I have also read it, right? So the carnivore code, this
Hmm.
is kind of
Paul Saladino.
all salad. So the thing is that he's stating, so like if you see, if you are reading the book, you might
Yeah.
know that it is a book of references, of scientific
Yes.
papers and references. Now
Correct.
the thing is that, again, as I was saying, you should always refer to physiology and what is working,
Yeah.
what is not working.
Yeah.
So there are certain things which might be true in the paper, but
Correct.
they might
Not in
not be
real life.
entirely true. like
Correct.
like in that also you might read that, uh, this curcumin is bad.
Yeah, yeah. I read about that.
Yeah.
Curcumin, coffee, all of these things.
Yeah, so again, what we have to decide when we are making decisions about
Changes.
food,
Yeah. Hmm.
that we still have to enjoy life, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then the thing is that it's all about pros and cons. there
Yes.
might there might be certain things like coffee, which
Yeah.
is,
Even honey.
yeah.
It spoke about
So
honey.
coffee is not the best,
Hmm.
when
Hmm.
it comes to, like, you want to, when you want to go to the ideal state. But
Correct.
again, if you are like groggy, and if you really want that boost, in that time
Correct.
coffee
You
can
could take
help.
a coffee.
Yeah,
Yes.
you actually should take a coffee.
Yeah, and
That
I always think, what are the other things that we've already excluded? So if, let's say, if
Yeah.
I have excluded all kind of sugars, all kind of carbohydrates, right? But I'm still keeping, let's say, curcumin or coffee in my meals, it's not going to do me any harm.
And like historically speaking, haldi is,
Hmm.
which is
It's Ayurvedic. Yeah, yeah. It's the best healer.
curcumin, is
Curcumin.
been is been shown to have these
Great
anti-inflammatory
healing
properties.
properties. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so, and for that it has been there in our diets,
Since
for,
forever. Yes, yes.
yeah, forever,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can say. So again, when you read, like, when I read it, I was like, haldi nahi khane wale.
Haldi. Huh.
but
Yeah,
but
that's
that
exactly
is
how I felt too.
that is what the paper says.
Correct. You
अभी
haven't tried it.
अभी मुझे क्या मालूम वो पेपर किसने पब्लिश किया है, किसके पीछे
Correct.
क्या क्या,
Correct.
क्या बोलते हैं, व्हाट इट इज कॉल्ड,
Whatever backup is given financially or
बायस
whatever it is.
बायस
Yeah,
क्या हो
bias.
उसके, देन
Reviews है.
there is a word, actually, I've just slipped my mind. uh, it's, yeah, something like bias only. So इतना सब कुछ होता है, conflict of interest, yeah,
Yeah, conflict
conflict
of
of
interest.
interest.
Yeah.
It must be there, it can
Absolutely.
be there.
Yeah.
Then why are you taking everything as a grain of salt,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
Then that's why, like, when I also read books, I do take what makes sense, like,
Correct. Yes, you
basically,
apply it.
yeah, historically, if it makes sense, if it,
Absolutely.
like, physiologically makes sense, and
Yeah,
if
yeah.
people are doing it since time,
Hmm.
then it's a logical thing,
It's,
it's working.
yeah. So it's not that you have to take everything from the book and do it pin to elephant, but
Hmm.
at least whatever little you can do. So even if a book says, for example, omit sugar, करते हो तुम? तुम नहीं करते हो, right? You don't do
even
it. So
even about stevia, right?
yeah, CVI is another topic.
I still have stevia in my coffee now.
That's perfect.
Now it's not like I have, like, I have sweets every day. I
Correct,
don't
correct,
even have sweets. I just use stevia for my coffee, and like
correct.
right now my mom changed on the correct nutrition.
Right, you mentioned.
So she said that मैं चाय में sugar नहीं डालूंगी. It's okay. I'll drink chai ऐसे ही. But
Correct.
when the stevia was there again, when she puts like a little bit stevia, it just
Yeah,
sweetens it, so
yeah,
you don't have to drink the tea
yeah.
in its
Fiki
raw
chai.
state. Yeah,
Yeah,
fiki nahi pini.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then that is something which is helpful to adhere to the
To the
change.
transition. But stevia today, like I am against stevia because I don't want that addiction to that artificial sweetener.
Hmm.
Again, I have research for it, I have everything. But my point is, when people say, "Arey, thoda sa stevia liya, so there's nothing wrong." My point is, तुम वही केक बना रहे हो इन मैदा, तुम वही आर्टिफिशियल उसमें फ्लेवर डाल रहे हो, बट अभी तुम ये अपने आप को कन्विंस कर रहे हो दैट इफ आई एम नॉट यूजिंग व्हाइट शुगर, ओ आई एम यूजिंग स्टीविया. Okay, I agree you are using stevia. Great change that you have made.
So
What
people,
about the other stuff that you are still using and now you are enjoying that all the more? Why? Because you've convinced yourself that I'm using something which is a non-caloric sweetener.
and on
So you're,
top of that, yeah, that is what I was saying, that if you are using it for something like tea, coffee, which
yeah,
obviously daily bhi kiya, to bhi how many
one or
times
two
you
teas
have?
you take.
Yeah, I will have two teas on a good
Yeah.
day.
Dude, people are selling bakery items today on Instagram and they've mentioned I use stevia. So
So
I am become
so
very happy. Oh, I don't eat sugar, but it's okay if I order this cake because it has got stevia. Na, वो कुछ नहीं होगा, non-caloric है. What logic? You are
it's
still addicted.
it's like, the foods which are like breads, keto breads,
Comfort food.
keto
Oh,
cakes, and
oh.
what jo
Keto laddu. Don't forget keto
cookies.
laddu. Keto cookies.
Yeah, all that is something which you can have to treat
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely.
Treat as in treat मतलब वो
Food for
celebration वाला
entertainment. हाँ हाँ.
entertain. Yeah. So
Performance नहीं.
मेरा बर्थडे है,
हाँ
समझो अभी नहीं है,
हाँ
हो गया, तो जब भी
हाँ.
मेरा बर्थडे आएगा, देन आई हैव अ कीटो केक,
Correct.
हाई फैट केक, व्हाट नॉट,
Yeah,
जो भी
yeah, yeah,
नाम है,
yeah.
तो आई विल हैव दैट. उसके साथ तब उस दिन कुकीज भी खा लूंगा, उस दिन ये भी खा लूंगा, बट दैट इज
Correct.
समथिंग विच इज फॉर सेलिब्रेशन. इट्स
Yeah.
नॉट समथिंग which is like I'll do it every day. And
Yes.
when I do that also, I feel like, you can say, I felt
Bad.
shit after that.
Sick after that. Yeah, exactly. Because your body is now adapted to the good food, to the good nutrition. It will start to reject the bad nutrition.
Yeah, and then दूसरे दिन वापस back to square one, I'll have eggs, scrambled eggs and everything,
Correct,
that's
correct,
okay.
correct. So that awareness is very important, which is not happening very easily in people. People are slipping off, saying that, oh, what's the big deal? Again, there's a lot of peer pressure, family pressure. Oh, you're on a diet, you're on a diet. तो constant वो सुन के ना person बोलता है यार छोड़ यार इसको नहीं करना है मुझे. I don't want to do. I just rather eat. Family का इतना सुनना पड़ता है. I
Hmm.
just rather eat the regular roti, rice and bread.
Yes.
That's the thing. And the other thing is keto. Keto is another scare word.
Yeah, people get scared, and the thing is, I don't use this word, but again,
Yeah,
I'm using it right now to just to specify the products which are there, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this
Nor do I
keto,
ever use keto. It's
like
always correct nutrition.
like I have like my prospects are like, ये कीटो है क्या? मैं बोला, नहीं, बट तुम तो कीटो ही बोल रहे हो. तो मैंने बोला कीटो में क्या होता है? तो दे आर लाइक, इतना फैट रहता है. मैंने बोला कि इतना परसेंटेज फैट, कितना परसेंटेज प्रोटीन. इट हैपेंस विद एवरी पर्सन आई टॉक टू.
Correct, correct.
They are like, they obviously go on Google. I go on
Yeah,
Google for that,
yeah,
कि ना
yeah.
इसमें लिखा है 70% fat,
Fat है. Hmm.
25% protein, then rest is carbohydrates.
हाँ.
Okay, that is the ratio. Now what I am saying is not to count calories, is not to, like, the ratio which should be ideally in nature is 1:1.
1:1, yeah.
Yeah, so carbohydrates should be less than 30 grams, or
Yeah, 30 grams.
less than that also is good.
Yeah,
And like I
25 grams.
said, yeah, protein and fat is like, if you eat 100 grams of protein, with that you have to have 100 grams of fat, and that is going to come in nature. Like
Yeah,
paneer
yeah,
is
yeah.
close to 1:1, eggs are complete 1:1,
Yes, animal
milk is
meat.
also
Yeah,
same thing.
same, same.
And when you add when you cook it in oil, that's again fat
That's
product
again
over
adding
there.
your fat. Yeah, yeah.
And that's okay because again you need a medium to cook.
Absolutely.
And
कितना काउंट करोगे?
the beauty is you will never overeat fat.
You can never. You can never.
Yeah, you cannot jam it down your throat. But
Yeah, yeah.
again स्वीट डिश कुछ चाहिए आपको, आइसक्रीम डेजर्ट में, देन इट्स लाइक
एक के बाद
हाँ
एक आएगा.
हाँ हाँ, आइसक्रीम भी और गुलाब जामुन भी,
हाँ, हाँ.
कभी कभी तो
Why?
जिलेबी विद रबड़ी.
Correct. Imagine खाने के पहले ही लेफ्टिनेंट turned off.
हम्म, मतलब इट्स लाइक कि ना अब तक आया नहीं और तुम बहुत
Already
ही
वो
ऑर्डर
हाँ
कर रहे
ब्रेन
हो.
में हाँ it's already reached.
That's how you overeat. And
Yes.
then keto हो जाते, then I have to explain them. Then again, people understand, but people don't want to understand
They
because
don't.
they
They
are
don't want to accept.
always, yeah, they don't want to accept it. And then again, that's why I never use the word also, because
Yeah.
क्या, I will be like क्या keto,
Yeah.
okay, वो क्या होता है, that
Yeah.
is how I respond.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I always tell people when they ask me this exactly same question that you mentioned, तो मैं बोलती हूँ यार, let's go back a couple of 100 years ago, let's see what your ancestors actually ate and how did they survive. And when
100 years नहीं.
जितने भी million years है, 25 lakh years or a million years. So when you go back there again, I said, just can you go and Google and check कि वो क्या खाते थे? They always ate animal meat, and when they hunted for fruit, it was always whatever was available on the tree. In उस time पे तो सिर्फ honey was there. That was the only sweet thing that they would eat. But that was also in the absence of food,
Hmm.
in the scarcity of food. Not the way you and me eat today. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I think that's a fantastic read. I haven't yet started, but I read the gist of it.
There will be a
So
link
thank
in the
you.
description, so you, if you
Yeah,
want it, you can get it from it, affiliate link.
fab book. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So check with them what have they eaten. They've always hunted animal meat, eaten fat and protein. So are you telling me that your ancestors were doing keto? Well, yes, if that's what it's called keto according to you, then yes, they were doing
Yeah,
keto,
they
boss.
were.
They were doing keto. So you should be following the same lifestyle. Why this card? Agricultural industry wants to benefit. Farming industry wants to benefit today.
Hmm.
The food industry wants to benefit. You walk into a grocery store today, very weird thing I saw a couple of days back, and I have mentioned this on my last live which I did. It was with Ankita. It was about Max Protein. There was this Max breakfast cookie. You
I
will get
know.
it everywhere on the shelf now. So I walked into the grocery store that day and I picked up this. It just caught my eye. It said 10 grams protein on it. मैं बोला यार ये तो अच्छी चीज है, 10 ग्राम प्रोटीन, देखना पड़ेगा इस पे. तो आई
फिर क्या
पिक्ड अप द
किया?
पैकेट. हाँ, उसमें 4 ग्राम फाइबर. इट्स लाइक वाओ बॉस, आज तो मतलब डबल कूप होने वाला है.
फिर
Okay, you have to wait, you have to watch this. Then I'm like, okay, it said no maida. Very good, super. I turned the packet. मेरी आदत है हर चीज में I turn the packet.
you have to.
You have to, right? The first ingredient is 10 gram protein, very nice. Next ingredient, 26.2 gram carbohydrate.
And of which sugar is कितना?
Wait, hello, not of which. Let me correct you, not of which. Sugar is separate.
अच्छा.
I will post a video on that very soon.
Then
Sugar
what is
is
carbohydrates?
11.6 gram. So that is my point. I'm coming to that. तो भैया 10 ग्राम प्रोटीन के अगेंस्ट में तुम मेरे को 37 ग्राम शुगर दे रहे हो, राइट? 37 ग्राम शुगर कैसे हुआ? बिकॉज 26 ग्राम ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू बी कन्वर्टेड टू शुगर.
Obviously.
So 26 और 11 हो गया 37. मैं बोला 10 ग्राम प्रोटीन के सामने तुम 40 ग्राम कार्बोहाइड्रेट शुगर खाओगे. Where is the protein?
प्रोटीन बा रहे हो कि कार्ब
It's
बा रहे हो?
it's said as a protein max cookie, breakfast cookie. If I weigh 42 kilos and my requirement is 40 grams of protein per day, मैं 4 cookie खा लूं, मेरा काम हो गया.
मेरा आपका काम हो ही गया.
काम हो ही गया.
100
Because
ग्राम
साथ में 160 grams of sugar is madness.
Yeah.
This is the explanation, and I said I'm going to do a video on this because this is how people are just picking things from the grocery store.
It says इसमें ये है तो you don't even turn it. That's what
Fruit
people.
muesli. Have you seen fruit muesli nowadays?
खाया भी है.
Beautiful. So healthy breakfast for children. मैं बोला आप अपने बच्चों को सुबह में स्कूल के लिए उठाते हो, थप्पड़ मार के उठाना कल से. देर लाइक अरे हाउ यू टॉकिंग लाइक दैट, बच्चे को थोड़ी ना कोई थप्पड़ मार के उठाता है. मैंने कहा बॉडी को तो वैसे ही उठा रहे हो थप्पड़ मार के, शुगर का स्पाइक दे दे के.
Literally.
है, बॉडी को तो सीधा जंप स्टार्ट मारते हो.
Yeah, and आजकल का like whey protein for
या,
kids and
ओ
whey
या,
वे प्रोटीन, और उसमें वे प्रोटीन ब्लेंड, एक्चुअली दे से
हाँ
वे प्रोटीन ब्लेंड, एंड वे प्रोटीन
हाँ,
आपको इतना भी नहीं मिलेगा. सोय
बेली,
प्रोटीन, पी प्रोटीन,
या
ऑल
या
दोस
या या
थिंग्स.
या या.
तो दैट इज व्हाट्स हैपनिंग. एंड शुगर तो वो तो प्रोटीन है. प्रोटीन.
शुगर तो होना ही है.
हाँ, और वो स्कूप जो होता है ना, वो
हाँ,
एक स्कूप में 30 ग्राम प्रोटीन नहीं है, उसके लिए आपको 4 स्कूप डालने पड़ेंगे मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. एंड शुगर भी द सेम थिंग एज द मैक्स थिंग यू टोल्ड.
या
वही
या,
हो रहा है. And then you can't even blame the parents, because obviously parents are busy for
यस,
doing their work job.
या
They
या,
have to put food
इजी,
on the table.
इजी
Like,
फूड ऑन द टेबल.
so it's not about easy. Again, the thing is that they have this blind faith on the
करेक्ट,
society, you know.
सोसाइटी, या.
Like, I used to think, ये एक प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते तो अच्छे के लिए ही होते होंगे ना.
हाँ
Like,
हाँ,
why
हमारे को थोड़ी ना
why
कोई,
do हाँ
why would
why
somebody give us wrong things.
yeah, yeah. So I used to think that, and I used to blindly believe all
My
this
stuff.
thing.
Same
And
here,
people
same here.
buy this stuff. And what happens that because of this, parents who are working, they're going to
Hmm.
buy this stuff, and then they are going to give it to their kids. And
Correct.
eventually, the thing is that kids are going to act like hyperactive kids. They're going to become,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
they're eating so much sugar. And with that
Correct.
said, सब बच्चों के पास iPad रहता है आजकल.
Yes, yes. And with
वो तो
this whole
रहेगा.
thing right now, we're all at home,
हाँ,
sitting at
हाँ.
home.
And the iPad is not the problem. And again, the sugar is something which is making them so like the attention span is so short
It's very less.
because of
Yes, yes.
everything.
Cells are deprived of nutrition. No?
And after that, अरे बहुत hyper active है मेरा बेटा and everything.
Uh,
Then
you have
they'll
given
go.
the wrong food.
And then
They're counseling, taking them to psychologists,
if the parents
psychiatrists.
are, yeah, smart enough, they will take them to psychologists and everything.
Yeah.
Then let's suppose this is the extreme case ki ADHD, what
Yes,
ADD,
yes, yes, yes.
attention deficit,
Yes, deficit. Yes, yes.
yeah, hyperactive disorder, whatnot. It is
Yeah.
going to be diagnosed and then put on to
Treatment.
medication,
Once you're with a
treatment.
doctor, it's a vicious cycle. वो फिर
Huh.
चालू हो गया.
And
I,
the thing is that, this is basically, you can say this is a misdiagnosis which is happening, and you can't blame the doctors because they have been
they have
through
not
it.
been taught. They have not been taught. Yes, I always say, oh, nutrition. Doctors, prescribe this nutrition. I said doctors are not supposed to prescribe your nutrition.
Hmm.
Doctors have only 5 hours or 7 hours of lecture of nutrition in their medical school or medical learning. They don't even have more than that. So how can they prescribe you a nutrition?
Hmm.
Ye khao, wo khao. You have to go to a
Unless,
professional coach.
yeah, unless they have studied about it and they
Yes,
have
if they
done
have
some course or something, or even books, read books, so
a
that's
right.
that's
Yes.
going to be better. But again, after you speak to a doctor if they're giving you the right advice. Like,
Absolutely.
you
Abhi
might
to
not.
you come to know. Yes, yes. I totally agree. Like my own daughter, she sits in her biology class in online school. And again, same thing from the books. She comes with, Mama, they are talking about taking fruit as first thing in the morning. And, teacher is saying that.
Whole grains.
I said, Beta, it's okay. Mama, I'm going to fail my biology paper. I said, you're not going to fail. Relax. You don't
You
have to
know,
go and write what I am telling you. You just
yeah,
say
yeah.
what you have learned.
Yeah, that's what I did in my exams.
Yeah.
I'm studying sports and exercise science, right?
Right, right.
So the nutrition part, whole grains and everything, I
Yeah.
wrote itna essay likha hai maine.
Hmm.
You will be like amazed ki na. Like, I was, dil pe patthar rakh ke likha hai maine wo.
लिखा है हाँ.
And I don't even argue in my classes nowadays.
Yeah,
मैं
I'm
बस argue
sure.
करता हूँ
Right.
कि let it be, चलो.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
And
what I explained to my daughter also.
how
She's
it
also on
is.
correct nutrition, eats the way we are eating. And that's how, like, Rahul Patel, sir, I mean,
Hmm.
he's one of the, he's one of the pioneers, I think, who has brought his child, 14-month-old child, on correct nutrition at such a young age. It really takes guts to have to put your child on something that firmly believe in. It's
Yeah.
not that I'm preaching something and I'm practicing something else. He is, I think, one of the finest examples of I preach what I practice
Yes. Yeah.
for his kid. Yeah.
And the thing is nowadays, like, today actually, like if I come to the scenario of the COVID and everything, like
Yeah.
again I don't want to put the words because most probably it will, the algorithm
Followers
will,
में dip हो जाएगा.
no followers ki wajah se algorithm may pick up on YouTube na. So that's what. So the thing is that forget it, let's do this. Okay, so we have been said to,
Hmm.
you should get vaccinated to, for your health.
Hmm.
Again, that's it's okay, right? Yeah, you should get vaccinated
Yeah,
perfectly.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that.
And but no one has said that you should focus on your nutrition, focus on
That's my
your
point.
health, focus on your exercise. मतलब सिर्फ बोल देते हैं ना कि ना वॉक पे जाओ, even
Huh.
though it is a bad, like not the right advice, but
Correct.
it is in this right direction.
Yeah.
बट ये किसी ने बोला नहीं, उसकी जगह क्या, घर पे बैठो, मास्क पहनो घर पे भी, घर
हाँ. Yes.
अकेला
Yes.
जा रहे हो
गाड़ी
तो भी
में भी.
मास्क पहनो.
I have seen it.
हाँ, एंड इफ यू आर गोइंग, अकेले रास्ते पे चल रहे हो तो भी मास्क पहनो, और इफ समवन
Yeah.
कैचेस यू, लाओ 200 रुपए,
Correct. Correct.
राइट.
Okay. Today, I don't know if you saw my Insta story right an hour or so ago before I started with you. Domino's is giving a 200 rupee off or a coupon if you are vaccinated.
हाँ अरे
वैसे भी तो
हाँ.
डोमिनोज तो तुम खा के वैसे ही मरने वाले हो, तो वैक्सीन लेने की जरूरत क्या है फिर? ऐसे मरो कि वैसे मरो?
People are going to get so offended.
आई पुट इट ऑन माय स्टोरी, हम लाइक यार ये तो डालना ही पड़ेगा मुझे.
So the thing is that, even I, like, I am a practicals, right? So I think
या.
I have to get vaccinated now,
ओके.
because the rule says
या
if
या.
I don't get vaccinated, I'm not allowed in the college.
करेक्ट.
And I think it's like absurd in the sense कि ना, if I'm willing to take the risk, if there
या
is a
या
so-called
या
risk,
या.
again I'm taking the risk by itself if I'm not focusing on my nutrition and my
Absolutely.
lifestyle. If I'm doing
Yeah.
it, there is a very little risk.
Less chance of you even getting the
Yeah,
COVID. Yeah.
yeah, you might,
Yeah,
you
you
might,
might, but you may fight it much better. Like I'm
yeah,
pretty sure me and my husband got it last year,
yeah, me
but
too.
we came out of it. I think we got because we got fever for 3 days,
I
both
had
of us at the
chills.
same time.
I had bad chills, like one day I was feeling like it's
Hmm.
dying, but the next day I was jumping. So that
Yeah,
is
so
how.
that is all what? That is your immunity. Your immunity because you are eating correct nutrition.
Hmm.
So like
The
when people tell me, oh,
body
we
is in
can't
the right state to
exactly to
fight it.
fight that virus. Yeah, absolutely. See, don't we have virus in our body? All day we have virus. Our entire body is made of that.
There are so many
कैंसर बाहर
pathogens.
से नहीं आता, कैंसर है हमारी बॉडी में, वी हैव कैंसर सेल्स.
Yeah.
It is only because we are feeding it with sugar, those cells are going to grow and multiply, and one fine day you are at the last stage of cancer.
Yep.
That's how our human physiology is. So we are fighting pathogens every single day. It's nothing new for us. Why is this fear being
रोज
set
का
in?
battle है.
रोज का बैटल कर रहे
And
हैं
the
हम
thing
लोग.
is that it's like, if I'm willing to take the risk, as in na, if I'm not vaccinated, again,
Yeah,
if I am not vaccinated, I'm sure that all the people around me will be vaccinated.
correct. That's exactly my point also. If you are vaccinated, you are safe, right?
Yeah, you are
So
safe.
Mary, don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't
You
worry
should
about
not
me.
worry.
And
Whether I'm
the
vaccinated or not vaccinated, it should not affect you then.
and this clause कि ना,
हाँ.
if you don't do this you will not get this, if you don't
Correct,
do this
correct,
you will not get to travel, you will
correct.
not get to give the exams,
Blackmail.
you will be uh, fired from your job, which are people are getting fired, they have
Yes,
got fired.
absolutely. I have seen people. I have seen people
And then
not
they
being
say,
able to.
vaccines are not mandatory. Yeah, we have not mandated vaccines, but then this is happening, then what can you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is happening with even gym trainers. They are being forced to do it, even though they don't want to do it because they are losing clients. Clients are saying, "अच्छा vaccine नहीं लिया, तो फिर I don't want to train with you."
And it's not like,
Vaccines.
people might call me and you
Hmm.
anti-vaxxer कि ना ये vaccination
हाँ,
नहीं है.
हाँ, हाँ.
It's like, the thing is right now vaccine has just come out,
Correct.
and
Let
with
it
that
take its
said,
time.
yeah, so I am on the safe, I am trying to, this is what I think, this is my opinion, that I'm trying to be on the safer side, in
Hmm.
that sense कि ना, if let's suppose we find out there are some long term repercussions of the
Yeah,
thing which we are taking.
correct.
And after the two doses and whatnot, if there might be something in long term things, not a
Hmm.
bigger change,
Hmm.
but it might affect in certain ways,
Certain ways, yeah.
then I don't want to be the part of that. Like uh,
Absolutely.
like it's
I'm
like
not against the vaccine. I'm not against the vaccine at all.
it's like do you like what is Elon Musk's Neuralink, right? Neuralink, the brain chip
Yeah,
which
yeah,
he
yeah,
put
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
So like this is a very like not a I'm trying to generalize it, but again this
Yeah,
is a very different example. So if I tell you that your Neura link say you will be able to this microchip will be
yeah.
surgically implanted
Surgically,
in
yeah.
your
Yeah,
brain. So
yeah.
do you want to be I will give it to you for free.
Correct.
Can you abhi,
Risk it.
in
You'll
the
take it.
yeah, will you take it in the next week or next month? Will you
Yeah,
take it? I'll not take it. I
yeah.
don't buy
True.
a new phone of the first generation. Like
Exactly. You will wait till you actually get reviews and see what's happening with it outside.
yeah, कुछ भी नया सॉफ्टवेयर आता है and
Ha,
कुछ भी नया चीज आता है, like you don't take it right away. If you are a
right
big
away.
fan, then you take it
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But
And my point is, if you are doing correct nutrition, kya hai? What is the rush? Stick.
yeah,
What are you trying to? What is that jab going to fight? It's fighting a virus, right? But then if your immunity is so strong, with your food is correct, then 100% is going to be able to fight any virus. Forget about this virus. Koi bhi virus.
and it's like people are not taking it because they want it. People are taking it because
They've been
other people are
forced.
forcing them, and
Exactly.
not just the authorities,
Yeah.
the relatives and all that.
Every
हमने ले लिया है,
oh,
तुम भी ले लो.
it's a big war, my friend. Yesterday, Niranjan Duri, I'm not sure if you saw his
Yeah, I know.
Instagram.
I saw
He
it.
had posted out a very strong statement, and I think it's very brave heart of him to put it out there. And he
I also
mentioned
had
about,
put it similar thing before. I put
yeah,
the
oh,
same
you
thing.
did? Okay, okay, I may have missed it. So, yeah, you guys are all super brave hearts, to put out this. And he mentioned that he said, come up and tell me how many of your loved ones you have lost after taking the jab. And there were so many people. He put out the screenshots of all those people who had messaged him, and I wasn't surprised because that is what is happening. So I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying against the vaccine. I'm not saying don't take it.
And
All I'm saying
the
is wait.
people are not dying because of the jab, right?
No, they're not. No,
They're
they're
not.
not.
They're
They're
not.
not. Their health is already deteriorated.
The things which we can put into perspective is that
Yeah,
metabolic health, right?
diabetes,
So
hypertension,
so
heart
that is
attacks,
comorbidities is the first
comorbidities. Yeah.
number one, and then there is like what if they were
Hmm.
infected by the virus like
Huh.
30 days
Huh.
or something ago, what is the
True.
whatever the number it is
Correct.
previously, and then it is in their system and it has weakened their immunity in that sense,
Immunity.
and
Yeah.
then they don't even do a like the PCR test or something like that to
Correct.
verify that they don't have a infection,
Infection. Yeah.
recent infection, and then they
Yeah.
still take it just because उसने लिया है, इसने लिया है और उन्होंने बोला है.
Huh. That is the problem. There is a logic being used.
And then because of this, if there was a infection previously, and
Hmm.
if obviously their immunity will have
Be dropping. Yeah.
will be dropped, and with people,
They are going to face
most of
consequences.
them have
Ha.
comorbidities. Blood
Yes.
pressure is always elevated. So
Yeah.
because and blood pressure is a symptom for other
Yes.
comorbidities.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
because of that, they are going to face very bad consequences.
Consequences. Yes.
Some
Yes.
people
Yes.
are unfortunate to lose their lives, and
Absolutely.
that is
And
what
we
is
must not
happening.
forget India is the capital in diabetes. We are already insulin resistant.
Hmm.
So we're already having this issue all throughout.
And again, when even now when I'm going to take the vaccine, most probably,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I'll do the PCR test and then I'll look
Correct.
into it. How many
Yeah.
they obviously do more cycles. Let's
Yeah.
suppose if I am positive for the virus, then
Hmm.
I'll have to wait. But then I will have this, piece of paper which will say, "Isko baad mein do vaccine."
Ha.
Then, yeah, right. Then,
Yeah.
and
Right.
if it is negative, I'll take it most probably. But then the thing is that, yeah, the piece of paper says so ki you are safe to take the vaccine.
Yes.
Yeah, hold
Yes.
on, just
Yeah. Sure.
there is, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. I think what I was saying is that if you do the testing before you take the vaccine,
Hmm.
again, when you do it, then you at least know you are on the safer side,
Safer side.
where you stand on the scale, right?
Correct.
Then you do it. Before that
Correct.
also, like I did a test for my mom,
Yeah.
the HbA1c and fasting test.
Yeah.
I got to know she's pre-diabetic, and
Right.
which she was. I knew it, but it was just for her confirmation कि ना ये
On
देखो
paper. कि ये है.
high risk of heart disease and everything. तो ये
Correct.
देखो,
Correct.
this is the thing. Then
Correct.
because of that she switched on to
झटका
other
लगता है
people.
ना, then yes, the calling has to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now if when we will take no the vaccine, I'm I'm going to do the PCR test before that.
Absolutely.
Like then I'll take the vaccine. But
Yeah.
this notion of कि ना नहीं you have to take it
No,
irrespective
there
of
is no
मतलब
such thing.
they are just saying कि ना like I'll tell you college when they gave us a form कि ना fill this form and
Hmm.
then come for vaccine tomorrow,
Oh,
and students filled it and went. And I know most of them are not on the correct nutrition. No one is on the correct nutrition. They are
correct.
not even
They are
working
going to
out.
see consequences. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not, but
Maybe not.
again there is a chance, right?
Yeah. So I know a lot of people who took it, who took the jab, and after taking the jab, they had fever and loose motions, and that itself went to show that they were never on correct nutrition. On
Hmm.
the other hand, I know people who were on correct nutrition and they took the jab, and they've been fine. They've not even got even a sign of fever.
Yeah. So even I am like not concerned about that. That
Yeah.
if I take the jab,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a fever or something.
No,
If I
no, no.
have
The
it,
point is
it
how
will
good is your
I will
nutrition?
I will
How good was your
recover
immunity?
from it easily, and the thing is that it will not affect me in that way.
It won't. It won't. Yeah.
But
Correct.
that is for me, right?
Correct.
I am on correct nutrition. Is everyone on correct nutrition?
No, absolutely not.
Even though that is everyone has been forced in certain ways, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
only the government and authorities
And
have
if you
gave
notice,
up
most of
to.
the people who are on correct nutrition are not agreeing to take it.
Huh?
Are not agreeing to take it.
Like me.
Yeah, like me too.
And abhi tak, yeah, whenever I call anyone, I'm so sick of this ring, like the caller tune, whatever. Aapke
Yeah,
suraksha.
yeah,
What is
yeah.
that? What is this?
Suraksha. Every.
I
I'm
मेरे
telling
को
you, the
मैं
Domino's thing
ignore
has
करता हूँ.
surprised me today.
Like घर पे रहिए. I don't even hear that. मैं ऐसे रख देता हूँ because there was something कि if I have this kind of SIM card तो वो number type करके वो
Yeah,
जाना
yeah, yeah,
पड़ता है.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
did that. I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
for a while. Then it came back.
Came back.
It's like they are like literally कानों में भरे हुए, मतलब they are like ऐसा
Yeah, they
है,
just
खतरा है,
full
खतरा है,
day they are,
खतरा
yeah,
है.
yeah, yeah. Khatra hai, khatra. What this? I think half of the people I said, you guys are just dying of fear, man.
Then
कितना डर डर के जियोगे?
that
मरना
is
तो
what
वैसे भी है ना?
I go out when I do football training niche. I
Yeah,
train with academy, and
yeah,
also I go out for my like private training sessions. I do it on my
right,
own. I don't take a
right.
mask obviously because I am training. I
Yeah,
run and everything.
yeah.
And even if I want to go somewhere past me na dukan
Huh.
mein, so I
It's so
if yeah,
suffocating.
I put it down, huh? And sometimes even I don't even put it on. So the thing is that when you do that, what I've noticed is people look to you like
Yeah.
you have
So,
done some
yeah, yeah,
mere
yeah. So
झोल करके
even
आओ,
when
मतलब
I walk like
चोरी
that, they are
करके
like
आए
looking at me. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, no mask. Oh yeah, yeah, that's why.
हो. Now I've got used to this, but
Yeah, yeah.
again I
They've
have
made
to
it the normal. They have accepted कि ये mask पहनना normal है.
and I sometimes have to put it on because the thing is that people
Fine
are
लग जाएगा.
fine की बात नहीं है, but the thing is that people are seeing like everyone is masked and I'm not masked, and some places you have to like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hospitals
I
and
agree.
everything.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
उस पर भी
Yeah,
मैं I try to do it that way but वो
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ऊपर लो
Yeah.
ऐसे.
Super low. I know. I know. I find it really funny when I go to the gym also. So even after the lockdown opened, now that the gyms are functioning, I still don't see as many people. And I wonder what the fear is.
Hmm.
And the ones who are coming are again double masked with the full PPT set. I said, you are coming here to build
Spray.
your, oh, spray everywhere. They're spraying.
That's
Heat.
okay, but again,
It's okay. My point is, you have come here to this temple to build your immunity. What are you
no, again,
fearing?
I would like to
It's like I
correct you
walk
on
into the
that.
temple, I don't trust God, but I don't trust God.
It's like when you go to a gym, basically when
Yeah,
you are in the when you after you work out, your
right.
immunity is at the lowest, and that's why
Lowest,
they
yeah.
they close the gyms up
Correct,
first. That's the
correct.
reason. It's not
Yeah,
because oh, they hate the gym, they hate the
yeah,
fitness center.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's because the fact is that your immunity is at the lowest after you have worked out, after you have exerted yourself.
Okay.
But and that's why people who are coming back, they are taking the precautions because they
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
But
I agree.
but it is like it can help you when you are at the highest risk,
Yes,
right? Now I don't wear masks while working out.
correct,
Like
correct. Nor do I, yeah.
घर पे आ जाओ मेरे, you
Uh,
openly if you are offended and everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I if I'm doing deadlifts, if I'm doing the do I have a mask here? Give me 1 minute. I'll bring the
yeah,
mask.
sure, sure.
Yeah, I have it right here. Okay. Yeah, my friends जो I train with them basically, जो academy में train करता है उसका promotion हो रहा है, उसका mask पहन रहा हूँ.
Oh, nice.
so so this mask, if I want to do the Valsalva maneuver,
Yeah. How are you going to do?
it is like it is blocking. Now
Yes,
when I do this, if I'm doing deadlifts, now the thing is the oxygen is not coming in, and
not coming in,
whatever
yeah.
I'm putting out is going in
Hmm.
again.
Again, yes,
CO2 is going in again. Now
correct,
if I do this now 1 or 2 times, if I do this, it's okay. Abhi aise. If I'm breathing like this, kuch problem nahi. If I am
correct.
deadlifting
Doing,
more than, let's suppose, close to my max, at least
yeah, yeah, yeah,
20% be.
yeah, yeah,
Suppose I am deadlifting 100 kgs,
correct.
which is a like normal good poundage for me.
Huh.
So if I'm doing 6 repetitions or 7 repetitions,
Yeah. You're
I'm
going to
going
be
to
blocking
feel
your oxygen level for seven
I'm
to eight times.
I'm going to feel suffocated.
Suffocated. Yes,
Okay, and with that said, if I am the person who uh, blacks out, I'm going to black out and I'm going to fall. And
absolutely,
मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आई विल फॉल ऑन समवेयर जहाँ पे मेरे को इंजरी हो जाएगा, मतलब ऐसे मैं पीछे
absolutely.
गिरा, पीछे कुछ बात
Correct,
आएगा,
correct, correct,
गॉन.
correct.
दैट कैन हैपन.
And the weight itself might fall off from your hand and you may injure
Yeah,
yourself.
and that is the very, like, this is an extreme thing which I'm telling about.
Correct, correct,
This
correct.
most probably will not happen,
May
but
not happen, yeah.
again, if you have to consider everything, right?
Absolutely.
So then doing this, it's not even going up, see. So it is not the most efficient thing to do in
Efficient
your,
way of doing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
let's suppose, if you are so, like, if you are still, like, concerned, then बहुत लोग होंगे, then you put on the mask ना, it's okay.
Huh.
But
Not
every
otherwise.
time, मतलब ना 1 किलोमीटर दूर है तुमको मास्क पहनना है, it's like people are acting like that. अभी like the 6 feet distance, whatever, इतना मीटर का होना चाहिए, that's okay ना, उतना distance तो है ना.
What are you talking? I went to Santa Cruz today. It is jam packed. Jamming. People don't care. ऐसे
Zero.
vegetable vendors. You see Dharavi, zero cases.
Hmm.
Where is immunity? Is their immunity very high? Or is your immunity very high? Who's eating quinoa and couscous and almond milk? What happened to immunity now?
Yeah, that's the thing is that people who do, like, people are not even caring right now of wearing the mask.
They
Not
don't care.
and yeah, and on top of that, the people I'm talking about are the people who are on the worst lifestyles,
Worst lifestyle. Absolutely
right?
correct.
And they have a very high risk, right, of
Yes.
catching
Yes. Yes. Yes.
whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
And again, I don't know, I might not be right on this, but most probably they are not getting affected at a very large scale. People,
Large
some
scale.
some of them are, some of
Yeah.
them are having bad consequences. But if
Correct.
now if I talk about a person who is focusing on his nutrition, on his lifestyle, on his exercise regime, he's taking a bloody bucket of supplements a day.
Yes, yes.
अभी if I take out this ऊपर से ना, you will find so many
सब
gold.
गिरेगा.
सब
हाँ,
गिरेगा, ऐसे जैम पैक रखा है.
हाँ.
So if I just do this, it's I have been seen as a कि ना कि कौन आ गया,
Anti, हाँ, हाँ. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then hate and everything. So
A
that's
lot of stuff happens then. But that's okay. I still say truth prevails and just continue to do what you're supposed to be doing.
yeah.
Our job is to still educate.
Hmm. And on to, yeah, the thing is that this vaccine thing is like making me um,
It's
keeping
okay.
me insane. Like ये
Yeah,
क्या
yeah,
हो रहा है?
yeah.
And we can't do anything about it.
No, we
So
can't do. We can't do.
these
See,
people
as
are
it is, we are
going
in a
to mandate
minority.
it.
Of course, they're going to mandate it. Of course.
नहीं लिया तो तुमको इधर नहीं जाने मिलेगा, उधर नहीं जाने
Yes,
मिलेगा.
yes. अच्छा है,
So
मेरे को सिर्फ मेरे घर पे रहने का है, मेरे को खाली जिम जाने का है, बस इधर जाने दो मुझे, बाकी मुझे किधर नहीं जाने का है.
सही है. Yeah.
और जिम में नहीं जाने देगा तो मैं घर के ऊपर वेट लेकर आएगा. Buy the equipment, I will bring it
हाँ
home.
हाँ. I am going to do that eventually.
Yeah, what to do?
I'm going at how
Yeah,
much does it cost actually? It costs like if you really want top notch equipment, you need
yeah.
bar,
Barbell,
dumbbells, water
dumbbell,
plates,
plates. Yeah,
squat stand, and
yeah,
I've done the calculations. I have a client who I have helped set up the gym.
huh.
So actually, I can even help people to set up a gym. So
Absolutely.
it costs like 70K,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
the
I'm just
best
saying on the higher
advice.
side, one lakh.
1 lakh, right?
Yeah,
Now a person who is like focused on his health, on top of that who is earning well, can easily
yeah.
afford it.
Easily. Yeah, yeah,
Like एक
yeah.
महीने का सैलरी होगा मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली, उससे भी लाइक वो भी कम होगा
Correct,
के लिए. एंड ऑब्वियसली उसके पास सेविंग तो होगा, तो हेल्थ पे तो इन्वेस्ट करेंगे. तो पीपल,
correct.
आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट आई एम प्रेडिक्टिंग कि ना most probably most of the people will have home
Home
gyms
gyms. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
next years. So now this
Hmm.
thing like virtual training and
Will take up.
going home to train is going to
Yeah,
be more,
be the next
yeah, next thing I can
happening
say.
thing. Yeah, yeah. I wonder why they don't fear people about diabetes. I wonder why they don't fear people about the sugar consumption. These are things they're not fearing people about. Something just came 2 years back and you're so fearful about it, huh?
I don't even remember the like again uh, the swine flu when I was young. People were
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
in the bus. I remember school bus. There was one kid whose parents were doctors.
Aja.
He was wearing the mask.
Wow.
That is, I remember that.
Yeah.
Again, that is a different virus. Again, people will
Yeah,
say this
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
spread
yeah.
like this and everything. But the fear was
And now
not
the
there
fear not there. Now it's now
because
fear is set in
social
now. Now,
media was not there.
yeah. And now any kind of virus they will fear you with. Now something new also has come, Delta something. I'm like, boss, अभी तो शुरू हो गया. अभी तो तुम अटक गए इस गेम के अंदर.
Hmm.
अभी
Well,
तुमको रोबोट
welcome to
की
the
तरह यूज
jungle.
करेंगे. वेलकम टू द जंगल. नाउ यू आर इन द हैंड्स ऑफ these your puppets now. You will only be tuned. That's it. चाबी घुमाया वैसे तुम नाचेगा.
And that, what I would like to like put this as, don't worry about these things. What you
Hmm.
need to worry is about your health.
Yes, you just need to focus on. If every human being only focuses on health, we can wipe this whole thing off. There is no requirement of any of these things. First and foremost,
and
fear.
and even if what, if I want to give any free ka advice,
Yeah, yeah.
what I would say ki, reduce carbohydrates,
Simple.
prioritize on protein,
Yes,
right? And again, I don't need to even tell about the fats, because if you eat protein in the whole
you
way,
will be reading. Yeah, you'll get your
you,
fats also with that.
yeah, if you are
And if
eating
you're
a,
decreasing carbohydrate, you have to increase the fat.
if
Energy
you are,
source चाहिए ना.
yeah, if you are eating a whole egg, उसमें तो fat है. If you are
आ ही
eating
गया.
meat, if you are
Whole
eating
egg.
meat,
We can't eat whole egg. You forgot. We can't eat whole
छिलका
egg.
तो निकालना पड़ता है ना.
वो तो ठीक है बट उसका योग क्या करेंगे कोलेस्ट्रॉल बहुत बढ़ता है उससे बॉस eggs my question has always been, and I did a video also on this, why is it that vegetarians get heart attack? Why is it that vegetarians are diabetes? Vegetarians don't eat anda, vegetarians don't eat red meat, don't eat chicken and fish. उनको हार्ट अटैक नहीं होना चाहिए, उनको शुगर बीपी नहीं होना चाहिए, उनका किडनी फेल क्यों होता है? जवाब दो. सो इट्स लाइक हाँ वो लोग तो नहीं खाते हैं. हाँ तो फिर कैसे यू कैन से दैट एग योर कॉज हार्ट अटैक? हाउ कैन यू से रेड मीट कॉजेज कैंसर? राइट?
But
इट्स
again,
ऑलवेज.
क्या बोले, and
Yeah.
if people eat just eggs, whole eggs भी नहीं बोलूंगा, eggs,
Hey, yeah, whole egg.
meats,
Kehzad sir बोलते हैं ना, don't have to even say whole egg. Why do I have to use the
yeah,
word whole egg?
yeah, and meats. And when I say meats, I don't mean वो lean cuts. I mean the
No, no.
fatty cuts.
Fatty meat, yes.
हाँ, yeah, the normal meat which you get, उसको trim करने मत बोलो fat.
हाँ हाँ.
And if you are a vegetarian, paneer,
हम्म.
you just have that for protein. तुम्हारा fat requirement ऐसे ही पूरा होगा. Cooking
पूरा
ghee
हो
and
जाता है.
butter.
Cooking ghee and
Ghee
butter,
and
yeah.
butter.
Yeah.
And reduce carbohydrates. In the sense, at least cut grains.
That's the only problem.
You can have dal sometimes.
Yes.
Every day में थोड़ा बहुत क्या है तो तुम्हें धीरे धीरे तुम
थोड़ा
पूरे हो गए हो.
चेंज, हाँ, या
At least
ऑब्वियसली
you see
थोड़ा
the
सा
results.
वैरायटी ठीक है. एटलीस्ट इट्स बेटर देन व्हाट यू आर हैविंग.
Yeah, and
आलमंड
vegetarians.
फ्लावर ब्रेड.
So see, what I'm saying right now is कि I'm talking about a simplistic view of nutrition. So दाल भी खा लिया तो ठीक है. With that vegetables, even if you sometimes put आलू ना, that's okay.
यू थिंक दैट्स ओके?
I'm being
यू आर
little
बीइंग टू लीनियंट.
too lenient, yeah. So because the thing is that
See,
people
aloo is going to do
are,
the same thing. It's going to still keep you craving because
yeah,
starch is going to be very high. So
yeah. But again, एक दो पीस आएगा आलू का, उससे कुछ होने तो वाला नहीं है,
नहीं, वो
right?
कभी एक दो पीस आ ही नहीं सकता. वो एक दो पीस होएगा नहीं. एक दो पीस का फिर वो चढ़ता है.
Yeah. So if I be too lenient, if even though they reduce little bit carbohydrates, grains, right, or
या
rice or roti, they're
या.
going to see the result. और मैं नाचनी और उसका रोटी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, they'll see
Oh,
results
those
very
are
soon.
very healthy, very healthy. Amok, I think you're really misguiding people. Those are very healthy.
Yes,
Nachni, bajra, jawar. These are our traditional local foods.
मेरे दादाजी खाते थे, मेरे परदादा. I remember. So the thing is that if you just take a very lenient approach also, you are going to improve your health, and after you do that, you will want more. After, like, it's like
Because the
when,
addiction हो जाता है ना, good benefits का addiction हो जाता
yeah.
है, health
So like
benefits.
it's like the I learned how to make money like 2 years ago,
Correct, correct,
right? Like I did something and I got money in exchange for that.
right.
That, like, my dad had told me, कि it's like, एक बार तुझे, like, you get it ना, चस्का लग जाता है,
चस्का लग जाता है, हाँ.
then
Addiction हो जाता है फिर.
you
You
will,
want it more and more. You'll
yeah,
work more and more towards it. Yeah.
yeah. So that is what's happening right now. I'm doing more to, make more money. It's not like I'm spending more, but
Correct.
it's like the exchange of value which I'm getting.
Value. Yes.
It's just a human nature,
Yeah, of course.
you want more basically.
And why not? I mean, if
And
you're not
even,
harming anybody.
yeah, and even if I'm making so much money, let's suppose, I don't
Hmm.
think I'm making so much money, but whatever, I'm making it more than what I used to last year.
Right.
My expenses are same,
Same.
and whatever expenses are there are on my education and on my
Education.
improvement.
Food. Yeah,
So
yeah.
if it's like that, if you just get results now, after doing some changes, you are going to uh, go all out at a
Go all
certain
out.
point.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
And this is for the audience. You guys have our videos to see, to guide you. So
Every
just,
day there's something or the other coming out.
yeah,
That's amazing. I mean, I love to see content from people like you, Rahul sir. It just, although the tribe is minority, but it's very strong.
it's going to grow bigger. Don't
It's
worry.
going to grow. And even Tim Noakes sir said, I read one of his interviews, I heard one of his interviews, and he said it's going to take at least another 30 to 40 years for our generations to come to this lifestyle. But we don't really have that much of time. We're going on a high pace, high speed where diseases are concerned. So we better buckle up and we better make sure our future generations are, handled well at this point.
And
So everything.
uh, the thing is that people are because of the lifestyles of the parents also.
Yes, yes,
And like the future generation is getting affected in that sense. They are
absolutely.
becoming obese from the childhood.
Childhood, yeah.
No, I
Same
consider
foods.
myself lucky because when I became high 100 kgs, I was 15 years of age.
Wow.
I see
Wow.
I see people who are diabetic at that age, and even like,
Yeah, at
and not,
13.
and that is not juvenile diabetes I'm talking about.
No, 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 type
That
2.
is type 2,
Yeah, yeah, type 2.
because of the lifestyle, and that's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely. Diabetes is starting at a very, very young
I
age.
consider myself lucky to be at this position because
Correct.
I am मैं उतना दूर मतलब I didn't fall that down
Go harm that bad, huh?
in my health. But the
Correct.
thing is that because of the media, because of the education system, because of
Ah,
the society, because of all the like money which is put into these industries and everything, we have been getting misleaded. And you can't blame anyone because everyone is doing it for the money or for their benefit.
absolutely. Absolutely agreed.
So you really need to be a very wise person to pick up that there
Understand.
is something wrong which is happening. And when you do that, you are obviously going to find the right path eventually,
Yes,
because people just need to try, and people are trying. But they, as we said, a tribe and everything,
yes,
people will come across people like us and
yes,
people
yes.
like you.
Yeah,
Then they are going to think in a different way, because
yeah.
when you put out a, when you put out a contrasting and
Statement.
a
Yeah, yeah.
statement to the
Mm,
whole universe of theirs, when you do
mm.
that, it like triggers them.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it
That
does.
is why we, obviously you might do that, but it makes them think.
Think, so
And
what
then
is it? Why is she talking different? Yeah, why is he talking different?
hmm,
Yeah,
and
and I agree with you because many such, I keep getting many such, comments and inquiries that why is it that what you are saying is this? Why do you say no to fruits?
hmm, I
Why do you say no to vegetables or whatever? Then of course, if you explain it to them and if they are accepting enough to understand what you are explaining, fair enough. And I always tell them at the end of it, if you need help, I'm always here. If you still feel confused, we can always discuss it over a call.
sure. And yeah, I read this, your one of your posts. I was eating low carb, but was sick and fat. Then I started eating whole grains, lots of fruits, peas and legumes, low fat, no meat. I ate every 2 hours
Yeah.
and enjoyed my desserts
Desserts.
and treats too.
Yeah.
I lost my all my weight and
Absolutely.
got well too. And you know who said that? Said no one ever. So I put that up on the screen.
Thank you. Thank you. That was, yeah, a little
Yeah, shared it on the
fun.
story. So
Thank
when I
you.
read that, like I was, ये क्या बोल रही है?
Yeah, so I had a lot of comments yesterday when I put that post. And they're like, what are you talking, Mahek? I said, read, नीचे पढ़ो, लिखा है.
People don't
Said
even
no
read
one.
it.
That's
Yeah,
the point. Sometimes you have to put out posts like this where you trigger their mind, they trick them,
let them think,
let
right?
them think. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll try to put it like something like
Thank you.
people
Thank
don't
you.
people don't read the full, see the full picture actually.
Yeah, I always tell them, मेरे जो posts होते हैं ना, you need to read them 2 or 3 times to
Hmm.
understand what I'm trying to say. Don't just come and make a judgment or a statement. See what I'm trying to say. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. And then maybe I'm also wrong. I don't agree that every time I'm correct. I may also have misinformation. So please feel free to correct me when I'm wrong.
Hmm. And what do you think is that, like, let's suppose a person who is willing to invest and in
Yeah,
health and everything. So if he
yeah.
comes to you, what would you advise him to?
What would I advise him to? Like again, correct nutrition. So a lot of people, I even did a video on this about exercise that we have to keep exercising to lose weight. And I again put this out, and today also I'm stating this. Exercise is for performance. First, you need to correct your nutrition. You need to correct the lifestyle that you are eating every single day. So don't accept diseases like diabetes and hypertension as as lifestyle, sorry, hereditary diseases. These are lifestyle diseases, and lifestyle simply means तुम वही खा रहे हो जो तुम्हारे माँ बाप खाते थे. That is lifestyle. So if you correct that, you are not only correcting your own lifestyle, now you may be helping your parents
Your
who are at
future.
their last stage to at least improve that last few years of theirs.
Yeah.
That is the first thing. Now you are also helping your own children by when they see what you are eating, they will also correct. So think about it this way. Take your health as an investment. You are not only correcting your own health, but you are correcting the health of your past generation. That is of your parents who might still be living. You are also correcting the health of your future generation, that is your children. So think about it in the longer term. So yes, take your health as an investment. Believe me, your money and your time, both of this will fade away. When you become old, you have money, probably you don't have the money because you spent it all in the hospital. टाइम का बोल नहीं सकते बिकॉज अभी बहुत कम टाइम बचा है आपकी जिंदगी में, तो माइट एज वेल यू एंजॉय दैट गुड लेस टाइम विथ गुड हेल्थ. दैट्स माय ओनली message to everybody.
And the thing is, as they like, first you, the saying goes, I might put it in a wrong way, like put
Yeah,
it not correctly, but the saying goes that first, like the first years you uh,
you make money.
make money and
Yeah,
like
I did a video on it
don't
on YouTube.
don't think
You don't
about,
have that.
yeah, yeah, can you tell me
Align.
what it is, the line?
So it was in the first 25 years of your life, you are, so busy with, because you have all the energy
Yeah,
in the
put
first
you put
25
your
years.
health on the side and you make
You've
money,
always,
focus on,
yeah,
huh.
that's
And
what you've done in the second phase. Second phase where you are not bothered about health. You don't give time to your family. Why? Because you're only constantly in that money making zone.
hmm,
That's between 25 and 50.
yeah,
50 ke baad, you are in a zone where now you want to rest it
you,
out.
yeah, and you want
But
to spend all that money to
yeah,
get back your health,
exactly. What is the
right?
point? You've already lost your health. You're eating garbage. You're eating fast food when you had the money and you are making the money. You prefer to eat fast food. अरे ये ऑफिस में जाना है, कौन घर पे
करेंगे
खाना
ऑफिस
बनाता
में,
है? हाँ, बाद में देखेंगे, we'll figure
थोड़ा
it
सा
out. जिम
टाइम
विम
होगा,
बाद में.
या
टाइम है.
बाद में, हाँ.
Time will just be taken away. Time will be taken
It's
away.
like,
Money will be taken away.
it's, and the thing is that people do this, like
Yeah,
they will first, yeah, the youth and the young adult years, they will
correct,
make more money and they will never focus on their life, and after that
correct.
they will spend loads of money
To get back that health.
yeah, to get back their health. But that again is obviously possible with
Yeah,
time, but
it
again
is.
you compromise your quality of life for those young years.
Absolutely. Like I repent at 23. Why was I eating biryani? Why was I drinking so much of coke? But today, when I'm 46, I realize कि उस time पे I did all wrong decisions.
Hmm.
Right? So if somebody is guiding you at an early age, like at your age, you're what, 21 right now, right? So
Yeah.
if at 21, if you can take this call in your hand and you can make a change, why not?
Yeah, and I
You
have
know,
made this decision to myself, health comes first.
yes. Because like you mentioned, no, if I had good health, I can make better jewelry. I can sell better. I can perform better.
Yeah. So the thing is that I'm going through वो चीज का बड़ा होता है ना, ये I'm going through those like at a rapid pace. Buttermilk,
Huh.
I'm going through those at a
Yeah.
very rapid pace.
Face.
So it might seem that I'm wasting a lot of money, but how I see it is that I am focusing on my
You're
health.
ensuring your health for future.
Yeah, and you know how now I think my mindset has literally changed. I'm going to shred that cheese on my omelette. I'm going to put extra butter. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I know if I when I do that, I'm going to perform better and I'm going to make
Correct.
more money.
Absolutely. And
Right?
you're going to live longer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the pros.
That's another, yeah, that is the pro. We are losing people at age what, 23, 25 heart attack. I'm like, कहाँ से होगा heart attack? तुम्हारा तो heart भी बराबर से form भी नहीं हुआ होगा. Already you're having a heart attack. It's so sad.
Hmm. And that's why like the mindset change should be there कि ना people
Yes.
तो अंडा 6 रुपए का आता है, पैसा बचाने के लिए they will
Yeah.
eat this, but then the same पैसा they will उड़ाओ on
Daru
parties.
and parties. Yeah. So everybody
Chakra.
does know healthy food is very expensive. Avocado is so expensive. मैं बोला ठीक है avocado कितने का मिलता है 150 रुपए का एक ना वो 150 रुपया आप एक डब्बे में डाल के रखो and every time you feel like buying an avocado put the 150 rupees there and they're like why what are you trying to say I said boss because when you save that money in that box you will need to give it to your doctor later on so you're trying to save that money now to give whom to those pharmaceutical companies and to your doctors. तो रखो फिर मत खाओ avocado, मत खाओ healthy fats, मत खाओ almonds, मत खाओ butter, बचा के रखो.
एंड फिर वो उसको दे दो,
फिर वो देगा
और वो
वो
पैसा भी
उसका
नहीं और
नसीब का
बोलेगा
है.
एवोकाडो खाओ.
हाँ वही बोलेगा तुमको वो पैसा लेके वही एडवाइस देने वाला है जो आज मैं तुमको फ्री में दे
वो
रही है.
पैसा ले भी लेगा, पर
हाँ
एवोकाडो के लिए भी वो बोलेगा पैसा और खर्च करो.
पैसा डालो क्योंकि उसने व्हाइट कोट पहना है ब्लाइंड फेथ इन व्हाइट कोट.
नो दैट्स ओके, बट
That's okay.
बट
But
बट
I'm just saying थोड़ा लॉजिक यूज करो.
या या सो इट्स द वे ऑफ पुटिंग इट.
It's a way of putting it.
या
Yes.
सो वही चीज है कि फोकस ऑन योर हेल्थ इन द सेंस कि you have to, if you eat good you are going to perform better,
Absolutely.
and if you perform better you're going to make more money.
Yes.
You make more money, you are going to have a great life.
Great life.
These things can be done.
Absolutely.
But
And when
what
you have a long life, you can enjoy that money also, no?
yeah, and but what people think is that no, पहले पैसा बनाओ फिर health.
अभी सब मजे इधर ही कर लो.
And it might work out in some genetic freak,
In some genetic cases, yes, yes, it might.
right? So people like you have you seen like this क्या Jeff Bezos.
No, I haven't seen.
जेफ बेजोस अमेजोन का सीईओ.
Okay, no, I don't know about.
हाँ, don't know.
No, I don't know about. I don't go
Amazon.
into Amazon and all यार.
Yeah. So
मैं भला मेरा न्यूट्रिशन भला.
he's a billionaire.
अच्छा.
200 billion के ऊपर उसका नेटवर्थ है.
Wow.
So this guy, if you see him, like even you know Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
So how he was, उसका बाल भी नहीं था, टकला.
Hmm.
But now how he is. So sometimes it works out for you.
Correct.
Fortune.
If you have a fortune, yes.
And
Yes.
then he
Everybody doesn't.
what not क्या क्या करता नहीं रहेगा. He might be taking PRP injections.
Correct.
He might be on some good protocol,
Protocols, yeah.
nutrition, exercise. He might be doing, people do hormone replacement therapy.
Yes.
Get old.
Yes.
क्या क्या नहीं करता है because he has the money.
Money.
But not everyone is Elon Musk.
Exactly.
Not everyone is Jeff Bezos.
Yes. You have to do what's in your capacity at your best.
So, like for me, how I see it is that if I do this, what I'm doing, investing in my health and focusing on the nutrition, and I do this and I make money also,
Correct.
I save up, I invest in everything. Down
Yeah.
the line, I will be financially independent. That's the goal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Then I can do all the things which I want.
Exactly.
But with that said, I'm not going to compromise on my food.
Yes.
तो अगर फूड मेरा अच्छा नहीं रहा तो मेरा पहले से एक्सपीरियंस कचरे जैसा होगा.
Absolutely.
Then
परफॉर्मेंस पहले से खराब हो जाए क्या मतलब है क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ.
मतलब ऑफ क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ क्या, ऐसी लाइफ जी के क्या करेंगे.
करेक्ट. तुम फरारी चला रहे हैं लेकिन तुम्हारा फ्यूल बेकार है.
जीना भी कुछ जीना है. Right.
Superb.
Okay, so we have talked a lot, right, today.
Yeah, right.
We scheduled it for like so
It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
hours.
well, that's good because at least we get to give our viewpoints to the audience because sometimes what happens is we're not able to do it through every single post of ours. So there may be a lot of queries that might be running with people's minds, and I'm glad that he could have answered any.
And that is why the thing is that I'm doing this actually. Like I
Yeah.
knew that there is a void to fill in for this
Yeah.
particular thing. No one is doing that. This fitness talks
Yeah,
is doing.
Yeah, Pranay.
He's doing
yeah,
it.
he's doing. Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's again. I didn't see what I wanted.
yeah.
चलो यही करते हैं what I, because I want to see these kinds of talks, like
Correct.
not me talking, but
Not scripted talks. Yes, absolutely not scripted. Everything that has to come out from the heart, from the
And
actual experience.
That's why I didn't tell you what we are going to talk about. But see
Yeah,
how
actually,
wonderfully it turned out, right?
fantastic. Fantastic. It's always about what you are going through. And if you can express that without being scripted, I think there may be hundreds of people that can learn from that.
Hmm.
You know? So,
Tomorrow I think I have a interview basically.
who do you have tomorrow?
Interview नहीं है, podcast with conversation. Wait, I'll tell you. Today is tomorrow is Karthik. I need to tell him.
Okay,
So
nice.
people will
So
know
when are you
after.
going to release these podcasts anyway?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. After I edit it, obviously I'm going to put it out.
Yeah,
So I don't know how much time it will take, but
great.
let's see.
That's fine. That's fine.
You
It
just
was
need to
fun.
start actually.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have like list of 20 people. I've told them
Wow,
more than that. And most
lovely.
we are going to have a second conversation on
Sure,
this the same
sure, sure,
after
sure.
some time.
Anytime. With
And
you anytime, bro. No time limit with Amol. बिंदास बोलते रहो.
3 घंटा भी बोलेंगे.
चलेगा,
Because
चलेगा.
this is something I'm going to do it like
On
from
a regular basis.
because
Yeah, good.
I like having conversations like this because I'm
Absolutely.
talkative, and with that said I also want to see your
Get
perspective,
knowledge. Yeah, 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 yeah.
right? and
Absolutely.
and now like what I'm planning this to be like, I'm telling this on the podcast that I'm not suggest, I don't know what to call this,
Correct.
and I don't know where it is going to be, how the clips are
Yeah,
going to be. I just
yeah,
you I made a list. I had numbers, obviously,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I called them, or if I didn't have, I DM them on Instagram, and I went on the call and I
yeah.
told them कि ये है ऐसा करना है. नहीं तो
And
पहले
they
कितना
agreed.
लोग सोचते प्लानिंग करना है, ये करना है.
Correct, correct, correct,
विल
correct,
दे
correct.
विल दे रिस्पॉन्ड टू माई कॉल, अरे
Yeah, yeah,
वो
yeah,
मानेंगे.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
response I got is that, you know,
Yeah,
I
of
people are
course.
like, I am honored to be on this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's honor. And I'm telling you, when you gave me the first call, I was honored. I was like, wow. I mean, if Amog has to think of my knowledge being passed on to people, if that can help, well, I would sit and talk to you for hours. You just
And
name the topic and I'll
this
talk
is
to you.
something which I really wanted to have. And like, I am a big fan of JRE, Joe Rogan
Yeah.
Experience,
Jory,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I had
yeah.
this concept in my mind, I will also do something like this.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but again, with the like most of the talks, most probably कुछ तो हिंदी में भी होंगे, right? and
Yeah.
and the thing is, the audience, the demographic knows Hindi and English mixed, but
Yes, yes. It's not such a problem. Yeah.
so we can connect to those audiences, and then
Yes.
it will fill a void which I really wanted to be
Absolutely. Yeah.
filled.
Every single life that you're trying to change through your podcast, believe me, it will make a difference.
And I have a like plan in the sense कि ना future में what most probably will happen, I will have a bloody studio where I'll call you.
You call people.
Yeah, that will be a great thing and interesting thing.
Superb, superb. I really wish you love and luck on that. I mean,
Let's
that's
see.
something that
Let's see.
is, I think you have such great dreams, and I'm sure with your correct nutrition, you are thinking and focused so well that you can actually,
True,
yeah,
true.
do that. There's nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible. You just have to believe in yourself.
Yes. Yes.
You're a wonderful human being. I mean, I'm so glad we connected on this channel. But even if I get a chance to ever meet you, I mean, I really have due respect for you.
Sure. Sure. So, like on the closing note, so we are going to end this conversation.
Okay?
And before that, as you got to know that the message which Mac had, you listened to it, right? So the message I also gave on my message. So uh, you can, like, again on the closing note, you can reach out to Mac on her Instagram. Her Instagram handle is
Fit with Mehak.
fit with Mahek. So FITWH. It is MAHEK Mahek. So you
Yes.
can get her on find her on Instagram. You can
Yeah.
DM me
I'm
on
there
her
on YouTube
website.
also.
Yeah, उसका फोन नंबर भी है उसपे.
हाँ,
Don't
मेरा फोन नंबर है.
Yeah,
प्लीज
how
मुझे
much?
फालतू फालतू के फोन
Yeah,
मत करना, मैं बहुत
फालतू
गाली देती हूँ. हाँ.
yeah. So वो भी है. So you can contact her if you really have some doubts. You want to
Yeah.
make a change. You want a nudge in the right direction. And
Yeah.
obviously you have me,
You're
the
always there, my
yeah,
friend.
her and my handles will be down in the description. You can reach
Thank
out
you.
to us. And if you, for now, this is my selfish this kya bolte hain? Shameless
Motive.
shameless this, what do you say, advertisement, you know. Yeah, so
It's okay. You have all the right, boss. It's your podcast.
obviously, so the thing is that I do talk with people. I have a program, transformation program, where
Okay.
I basically see, first of all, I talk to you, then I'll figure out what you really need,
Correct.
not what you really want, because again, when you are
What you
coming.
want can be different from what you actually require, right?
Yes,
What you
yes.
need
Yeah,
actually.
require is the right word.
Mm.
So the thing is, many people will come to me and say, मुझे ये diet चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए, मुझे ये चाहिए.
Huh.
But after that, the logical sense is that when you are coming to a exercise professional, fitness professional, or a
Correct.
nutritionist, why are you coming with a menu card, right?
Mm, yeah.
When you
You
come,
let him serve you, know what he's
yeah,
supposed to. That's his
yeah,
job. You've come to him because you trusted his qualities, because you trusted his professionalism.
and he
Let him do
and
his work.
and he
His
has
thorough
the he
knowledge.
at least knows more than you. Yeah,
Absolutely. The correct knowledge. Yeah.
so
Exactly.
what I'm trying
Let
to
him
say,
do.
वो तो that is, people know that. But the thing is that I do these kinds of calls, so it is called
Yeah.
strategy call.
Right.
On my Instagram, there's a link in my bio. You can go there and you can
Yes.
book a strategy call. So after that, I tell you what you need, and basically, if you are a good fit for each other, we
Great.
work together and
Together. Yeah.
help you achieve your goals.
Yeah.
So that was a shameless plug-in.
No, absolutely not. It was
Yeah, yeah,
required because this is the need of the hour today. People really need to get serious about their life.
yeah. Obviously,
Whether it's been doing for free or doing with
hmm.
consultation charges, it doesn't matter.
and
After all, it's your effort and time.
the thing is that the word I use right there is, if we are a good fit for each other.
Then only it will work. Nobody's forcing anything.
I'll tell you, I've rejected like many people. I've said
Yeah.
I can't help you
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
because
I think
again,
that is true ethics.
yeah, because you have to do that. You can't
Hmm.
work serve everyone. As I said,
Yeah.
you can only. I'm in the business of making winners win more.
Absolutely.
I'm not in the business of converting losers into winners.
Losers into winners. Yes.
Because again, that can be done, but that is so hard, and right now we are
Absolutely.
not in the
Yeah.
mindset of doing that, right?
I agree. So
So
why not focus on the winners for right now? Yeah. True.
sure. So you can reach out to me on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Mahek on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. So I've watched one or two of her videos actually.
Okay.
Same name, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing.
Same name. Yeah, you will find it on
Thank you.
Instagram.
Thank you.
So I think that's the plug at the end. And make sure to like this podcast video. There will be clips also. I
Yeah.
think it will be on some different YouTube channel, but there will
Okay.
be clips. Let's see, and there will
Please
be
leave your feedback also so we know what we need to address in the next videos
sure,
also,
sure,
right?
sure. Write down what your feedback is on the comments and share it with
Yeah.
your friends, because again,
Yes.
I know you guys are going to share it because uh, she was talking and
No, no, no. We both were talking.
yeah, yeah.
No, we just
So
we just had a casual conversation.
yeah, so everyone likes to have listen to these kinds of conversations. So most
Yes.
probably this will be on some podcast medium also, in the sense audio. You can hear it
Okay, okay,
without the
lovely.
YouTube video.
Great.
Yeah,
I'd love to share it
figuring
also.
figuring things out actually.
You'll do
So
a great job.
thanks for watching,
Yeah.
and see you soon in another podcast. It's to you, Mac, and for the
Thank you.
audience, thanks for staying here with us till this
So
point. And
patiently.
yeah, so patiently. And there are going to be a lot of people. I have a lot of
Wow.
guests on the list, and you are going to see and hear interesting people talking about interesting
Absolutely.
things, right?
Thank
So
you.
yeah, that's it. Thanks for
Thank you.
watching.
Thank
Bye.
you, Amok. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, audience. Bye bye.